Actually, we probably are live right now. I don't know. I don't have it up, so I don't know, and I don't really. Hey, what's up, guys? Hi, guys. It's time for another live suck. My controller, your controller, suck everybody's controller. I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I'm Ryan McBride. I'm joined by Captain Camper, aka Smith.
Howdy, heroes.
And he's stupid.
Yeah, I turned up today. I'm terribly sorry. I realise some of you probably reserved some of your Sunday for this, maybe even cancelled plans. I'm terribly sorry. We've moved the time. This is the official time from here on because I'm unreliable as shit, and I'm terribly sorry for that. I've missed, 2 weeks now? Last week and then a couple of weeks before that. Sometimes they're unavoidable. Other times it's just me going out getting drunk, which are both going to be avoided from here on in. I will be here every single Sunday at this time. So I do apologise for missing those episodes. And as always, if you want to chat in the chat, we can talk about stuff throughout the episode. If not, send us an email. SupMyControllerGamersHeroes.com. You know, we're here.
Ryan McBride at GamersHeroes.com or MCBRID55 is me on Twitter, and I will answer your questions.
Actually, you're giving away your personal Twitter now, are you?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
I don't have one.
Well, you got to get one, dude. You got to post your shit on Twitter.
I post my shit on the Gamers Hero. I fucking hate Twitter, dude. Like more than any other thing other than Reddit.
Why?
Because it's gay. It's like every time most time I've had something really funny that I've been, wow, that's fucking smart as shit and it's hilarious. I'm going to post it on Twitter. 20 characters too long. There's no way I can cut it down and have the same delivery, and it's like, yeah, fuck it then.
You just got to be more clever.
You're more clever. Oh, we had 2 people watching and they've gone.
Yeah.
As soon as we started talking.
Probably.
Yeah. I'll blame you. You just got one of them voices.
Whatever, dude. My voice is fantastic. It's
fantastic.
Yep. It's like sensual. Not sexual, but sensual.
Is that not really similar?
It's very similar.
So, yeah, you basically said you get off on your own voice, aren't you?
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that.
On it. No,
okay, yes. Yeah,
other people, okay.
That's all right. I'm all about that.
Right, so you would get... I'm not even there. Let's carry on with the sections, shall we?
I don't even want to do sections this week. Do you want to do sections this week? Or do you just want to talk to me?
I don't really want to talk to you at all, if I'm honest.
What?
Like I could be sleeping.
You do not want to be sleeping. At the very least, you'd want to play like some Smite with me or something.
Yes, I will. Yeah, we can play some Smite afterwards if you're still around.
I gotta go do stuff probably afterwards.
You're fucking useless. But yeah,
hey, I've been here all day, dude. I've literally been here all day. I cleaned today.
Well, what do we do if we don't do the typical sections? We can't just rant on, because then people that tune into the recorded one afterwards that look for a specific section are going to go through the whole thing and not find it.
Well, then they'll listen to the whole thing.
No, they'll probably just turn it off.
All right. So the first section is what's launching this week? No, what we've been doing this week.
Yeah, what's launching this week is about 3 sections down the line.
Yeah, and I don't even know what's launching this week. So.
No, I'll get that up in preparation. Got you covered there.
All right, you got that?
Yeah, got it.
You sure?
I've just literally typed into Google what's launching this week.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to bring anything good up.
I'm probably going to have to go into deeper keywords. But yeah. What did we do this week?
What did you do this week, man?
Oh, I've had a crazy week. I've had quite a big.
There's a shit ton of stuff coming out this week.
Sorry. There is a lot of stuff coming up, especially we're coming out of the summer holidays now, you know, so shit's starting to get sexy. I've changed 4 different new jobs this week.
Yay!
So stuff's been crazy. For those of you who don't know, I do freelance writing for a living. Gamers Heroes is obviously my little baby, our little baby that we like to work on, but I do write for other sites and stuff. I lost 1 and I got 4 more, so shit's been really crazy. Obviously, when you get a new job, you've got to set out to impress, right?
Sure.
So, busting my balls there. Yeah. Written a lot of shit. Got a death threat, which was nice. I've only had 2 of those. Yeah.
Why?
For writing about Final Fantasy XIV's launch.
More?
Well, the game launched, and on launch day was poor. You know, the game itself is, you know, all the fans are loving it. The critics are loving it. It's done a really good job. Broke a world record, actually, so it's good. But day one, like, people couldn't play it, and obviously Final Fantasy is by tradition a console franchise, and a lot of these people have not played an MMO before. They weren't expecting it to be broken at launch.
Well, I don't know. They've had a couple of MMOs before that, didn't they? Didn't they have, like, wasn't like 11 or 12?
Yeah, 11. 11 is the MMO, and it's actually their most profitable Final Fantasy title ever. Did you know that?
No, but it makes
No, me
sense
neither.
because it was like an MMO that actually stayed around for quite a while.
It's still around now, pay to play still, so it's a bit shit, but
Yeah.
yeah, so I read an article about that and how people weren't able to get in. And it's like, I fully expect an MMO to be bad at launch. Everyone does. And as far as launch issues go, it's not the worst. It wasn't game breaking. The game was fine.
Wow.
But there was no connection issues. You know, everyone was saying how good the
Wow.
reviews were and stuff. And it's like, well, people can't write a negative review if they can't play the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, wasn't there problems with people, like, there was no queues for servers, and so people couldn't connect?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like, there wasn't an issue that, like, within the game mechanics or the fundamental aspects of the game that broke it.
No,
It was the
people just
server
couldn't log in.
infrastructure. Yeah, it was a technical aspect of things because it's like obviously when you're running a game, you're going to sort of project how many people are going to come on. You're going to put a little bit on top of that, get servers and infrastructure to hold that many people, and then when you break a world record, which nobody really expects to do when they launch a game, do they? Other
no.
than Square Enix with Tomb Raider, but other than that,
Right.
you know. So when
But
that
not
happens,
Square
they've got
Enix with Final Fantasy.
no, not their biggest franchise. So yeah, that went to shit. I wrote an article sort of discussing the finer points of why it was wrong, mainly just to start up some conversations, see what people thought. Someone said he was going to burn my house down with my family in it and everything. So that's actually the same kind of death threat I had before.
Oh, internet.
Fire's always involved. I love it. It's great. It's just good. I like any article that is, you know, as long as the article's honestly written, it's not just
Yeah.
sitting there trying to get shit. I quite like any form of feedback, negative or positive, bitching or threatening me or whatever. It's just it shows that the articles hit a tone somewhere.
Sure.
You know,
I
you've
guess.
always,
I mean, I don't know.
You know,
I don't
I-
want
I
people
watch-
to say that they want to burn my family down. But
no, I don't. It's not ideally what I go for when I write an article. I don't sit there thinking, right, I'm going to say this. This guy's going to want to set me on fire. That's not what I do when I'm writing.
Right.
But it's just nice that somebody felt enough emotion with my article or enough rage or whatever to sit there and tell me he wanted to set me on fire. I was hoping
guess.
there'd be more understanding. You know, I always try and get the happier emotion if I can. But if I get the
Right.
negative too, it's like, well, we all have different opinions. Sometimes I wish he'd just share it with me than involve fire, but yeah.
sure.
It could be worse, right? He could have actually set my house on fire.
Yeah, I mean, no, it could always be worse, but
Yeah, so, you know, there was no, he doesn't know my dress or anything, so we're all cool. I'm not just suddenly going to hear fire engine noises in the background.
that's
But yeah,
good.
so that was my new work week, hoping to create a bit less controversy next week and just maybe make some people smile.
Well, what else
be
did you do
challenging.
this week other than that?
What else did I do this week? I went and played some mini golf.
How'd that go?
It was wicked, a little pirate course with like a boat and water and crocodiles and stuff. Not real crocodiles,
Mad
obviously.
wicked.
Yeah, but I'm quite partial to mini golf. It's good fun.
Shit hot.
Shit hot. You're getting there, dude. Well done. You still watching In Between Us? Is that what it is? I'm going to get every American I've friend to watch that because they finally start using proper terms.
No.
No? Okay. I think outside of that and work, went out and celebrated a mate's birthday last week. Had a lot of socialising this week. A lot of people just coming around on the fly saying hello. Met up with a lot of old friends and family members, so that's always nice.
Okay.
Friends, that is, not the old family members. Nobody really likes their family, do they?
I like my family most of the time.
Yeah, but not all the time.
Right.
You choose your friends, but you're fucking stuck with your family. But no, that's about it for me for the week. Can you top a story being set on fire?
I mean, I almost set like 20 things on fire, but that's just a normal week for me.
You're cooking again, Ryan.
I like cooking. I'm good at cooking, dude.
You are a good cook.
You
from
want
what
me?
You say.
Do you want me to go grab the spices again? And then
No, we've done this whole spice conversation before. I will happily say you know more about putting spices in food than I do.
Okay. What did I do this week? I mean, I don't know. It's campus time again, so school time again, so people are back on campus, so that makes my other job super.
What is campus? Is campus just like an area of the school exactly?
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's just the area of the school.
Okay, because it's a word I hear all the time and I wasn't totally sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the school grounds, basically, or whatever. And MSU has one of the biggest school grounds in the nation, and that's mostly because we have a shit ton of farmland. But but we also have a big campus too. But there was so I've been on campus talking to people and trying to promote the other day job thing that I do. So that's been super stressful and yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about starting a new Vine account.
Yeah, you said about a Gamers Heroes Vine.
Yeah, Gamers Heroes Vine.
How the fuck does that work?
What Well, see, what Vine is you record videos.
I know what Vine is. It's a 6-second video. How the fuck is that got
I think
anything to
it's
do with
7.
gaming?
I think it's 7 seconds.
Oh, we've got to suck my controller virgin. That sounds really gross. Never sucked a controller?
Will you, what? Is this chat things happening?
Yes, obviously. Yeah,
Okay.
Atacon 40 said hello. Hello, welcome to Suck My Controller.
So I want to start. What do you mean? Like, I don't understand what you don't understand about Vine. Then,
Well, I'm trying to. You say you want to start one, right, for Gamers Heroes?
right?
Well, how is it gaming related? How is it anything to do with the site?
Of course, it's gonna have gaming related stuff on it. Like, how would
So
it
you're
not
gonna
have?
record a 6-second game video that's funny.
Well, I mean, it could be about games, about gaming culture. It could be about me and what I do with games. I mean, I have a ton of really good ideas.
Really?
I do actually. I have like 7 ideas already.
Well, throw me a couple. We've got a couple of people listening. Maybe
Well,
they can provide some feedback.
But I don't want like.
Nobody's
but I
gonna
don't
steal your
want,
ideas.
like-
There's 2 people here.
Yeah, but I don't want to like give away my ideas.
Well, they're ideas. What good is an idea if it's not shared?
Well, it would be shared in the video.
We can't make a conversational topic of this particular topic if you don't talk about it.
Okay, all right. Well, what do you?
Just one idea.
Just
One idea.
one idea.
Out of the
Okay.
7.
Okay, so this is a lot of stuff to put into 7 seconds, but if you've ever seen Vine videos, they're kind of sporadic and weird, and usually somebody's yelling. It's going to be like me asking my roommate to borrow $100, and then a quick second of me at the bank changing $100 into, or him asking me why I need it first, and like being like, "You'll see later," changing $100 into pennies, and then me inside a kiddie pool playing DuckTales Remastered while somebody pours pennies all over me.
Oh, dude, gold.
I see.
No, I can't even debate that. No,
That's
gold.
pretty funny. Like,
How the fuck did you come up with that?
it was random thoughts of, I don't know.
Random force of randomness. No, that's
Yeah.
a great idea. We can, right, just because of that, we'll start our Gamers Heroes Vine video channel.
Okay.
We can accept some vines from our users to put on there too, right?
I don't know. I don't know how the fuck that works.
Well, I don't either, but I thought you'd research.
No,
it.
I think you just
There's
have to
7
log in
ideas.
and like do the video or whatever. I mean, you can't like edit videos. You know, you have to like. It's like
No, but
one
maybe on like Alex or one of our regulars does one and sends it to us, and we can upload it as a Gamers Heroes one.
well, that's not really the way it works because like you record it on the phone right now and then it gets uploaded. Like you would actually have to give them like the username and password.
Oh, that's shit.
Right.
So-
Or I could like record it off of the screen while it plays, but that seems like a very ineffective or inefficient way of doing that.
Yeah, I could see the problems there. Right, well, maybe let's not make this a community feature. I was just pitching ideas. I don't use vines. I do watch occasionally.
This is what you do every time, dude. I bring you an idea, a beautiful idea, and you just
And
go
what?
and you just like try to smith it all up.
I was analysing. That's what I do. I analyse.
Yeah. What else have I been doing this week? Other
I gotta
than
be
being
careful
me?
now because
It's
the guy
awesome.
at Atcon is actually one of my bosses.
Oh yeah. Who is
Yeah,
it?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to swear now.
Why is that?
Fuck
No,
it. 'Cause
no.
I don't know,
This is an 18 and up.
bit of a-
This is 18
yes.
and up stream.
Do we
You
still have the
like,
warning up?
Yeah, yeah. You
Good,
still
yeah.
have
I've
to.
just got to
like-
maintain a certain level of professionalism, you know. Why is that funny?
I don't know.
Are you suggesting I'm not capable of being professional?
No, you're very capable of being professional when
You're
you're,
a really
not
good
around
liar.
me.
All right. So other than the Ducktales, because that's such a gem idea, can you give us another one?
One other idea that I had worked out was like loading up Splinter Cell Blacklist, which is the background. We're going to talk a lot more about Splinter Cell here in a little bit. And then feeling motivated to sneak around my apartment.
That could work if you could like get like the drop down kill,
Yeah.
show that, and then pounce on your roommate from the
Roommate.
ceiling.
Or, yeah. And
Yeah,
my,
that's another great idea.
yeah, and my girlfriend has willingly said that she will be on a Vine of looking of disappointment. So when like the coins are pouring down on me, in DuckTales, like she will just be like,
Nice. I like this. This is great. We're going to have some of these up soon.
"Yep." I'm
Excellent.
telling you, dude. I've got ideas for things.
No, that's genius. When you said Vine, I thought, how exactly are you going to fit anything gaming related into 7 seconds? It's funny.
Right.
And those two ideas both, but yeah, they're great. I couldn't come up with either of those.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't a culmination of watching like 4 hours worth of Vines,
It's a lot of Vines.
which is a lot of Vines. I mean, a lot of repeats, but a lot of Vines still. But yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing, watching Vine videos.
Yeah, well, yeah, the inspiration's obviously worked. These are really good ideas. We'll have these up soon-ish.
Yeah,
At some point in the near future. We
I've
don't do
got
dates. 'cause
to
we
find
just-
a lot of change.
Yeah, how are you going to get $100?
I'm not actually going to get $100. Like, well, it'll be stupid. Like, it'll be like a piece of paper and say like $100 or something.
Well, I suppose that adds to the effect. But then how are you going to sit in the bar in a pool of change? It's got to be covering you, innit?
I mean, not really.
And if it's being poured on you, that could be painful too.
Yeah, but I'll wear like glasses or like I have like a ski mask that I wear sometimes when I play video games.
Does Scrooge McDuck wear a ski mask?
No, but this isn't. So just pelt me in the fucking face with change.
But I can enjoy it as well as everyone else that doesn't know you. I can see you experience pain, which I get a kick out of.
Oh no! Oh no!
Anyway, we should move on from the Vines. Let's get through the rest of these sections.
Yeah, let's move on to.
That's what we've been playing for those of you that can't understand Ryan's
Yeah, stuff that we've been
what was
playing.
that hand motion?
It was like with excitement for playing.
Okay. I'll go with that.
So what you been playing, man? It's been like 2 weeks, I think, since we did.
It has.
Suck My
I missed
Controller.
last week. Did we talk about Payday 2 last time?
No, I'm not. Yes, no, I don't know.
Well, enough, I put quite a few hours into that. I'm not enjoying it as much as I did. I still think it's a great game, but I did go quite hardcore into it, and
It's a
the
great game?
content. Yeah, it's a
Are
great
you
game.
sure it's a great game?
It's a great game.
It's not an okay game.
No, it's a great game. Hang
Why
on,
is
I'm gonna get the link up for the review for anybody that's listening.
Why
so
is it a great game?
It's just it's got some serious problems.
Yeah.
It does have some big problems. There is, I think, any other game other than this one with the same problems as this, I would have destroyed it in a review. I'd have probably given it 3 or 4 out of 10. Because it's an FPS game and the collision area is rubbish. The collision detection, when you're firing at a lamppost, although you can see the guy's head, you can't hit it.
Okay.
The cops are driving at you in a car, you can't shoot them through the glass. Lots of really basic novice things that are an issue.
Right.
And the single player is abysmal. It's just, there is no point, but the multiplayer is just so much fun. You're robbing banks with mates, you're cooking meth in a meth lab, you're robbing people from guns. It's just, I don't know, it's a certain level of charm to it, it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain without playing it. It took me a long
Right.
time to explain it in the review. It's like 2,000 words, and I'm not going to sit here and talk for half an hour explaining it. I'll post the review there for anybody that wants to read it.
If you can
but
even
yeah,
log
it's-
into chat, because I've tried.
Yes, chat is working for me anyway. So if any of you guys
Yeah.
listening, post some questions. If you've got Disappear at any point, the podcast is uploaded to the website gamersheroes.com and iTunes and all that funky stuff, so you can listen.
All that funky stuff.
Yeah,
that
that's-
funky music, white boy.
That's your field. I don't deal with that stuff. I gave it an 8 out of 10 overall.
Ugh.
With the final thoughts of Payday 2 has more problems than a sponge does holes, but it's so insanely fun it's criminal. That was about the best I had.
I get what you did there.
Yeah, that's it. That's the best I've ever done. I'm not too sharp on those little one-liners. And when I read that, I was like, "Damn, I'm good." And then I actually read it again and thought, actually, that's quite basic.
Did you ever see my Connect article title?
Yeah,
Microsoft connects with consumers about Connect.
yeah, I saw that. I had a bit of a chuckle. if I'm honest.
Yeah, that's
Never
all
actually
right.
read it because I don't care about Xbox.
I guess we're trying to be PR now, and we're smashing
Yeah.
into stores. And
yeah,
like, oh God, they're smashing into stores! Somebody call an ambulance! Holy shit!
I've got to be careful with that. What else have I don't think I've played anything else. I played a bit more Dark Souls. I can kind of
Oh,
understand. Yeah, I died.
Yeah, that
Again.
happens.
And again. At least I died 6 times in the space of 4 minutes. I think it was ridiculous. I literally sat down and thought, right, I've got a few hours to kill. I'm going to dive into this game and seriously see what the fuss is all about. And then after about
Right.
20 minutes, I was like, actually, no, I'm not. I see what the fuss is about already. I don't need to donate any more time to it. I'm done. I'm finished. So I'm not going to be playing that this week.
Oh, come on. It's so much fun, though. Like,
I wasn't in the right mind for something challenging. I just wanted to go and shoot people. You know, I loaded up Call of Duty instead.
and you have to, there's a certain part where you can shoot this dragon tail like 300 times and get a special weapon. So you should do that.
That's the troll, isn't it?
No.
You're lying to me.
No, I swear to God, dude.
I'm going to give it legs. I think you're full of
Yeah,
shit.
no, I like there's this one dragon that's on a bridge that's kind of hard to kill. I just didn't do it the first time I played it, and then I had somebody do it for me in multiplayer.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no, in multiplayer, like they came through and I thought they were gonna kill me because they were invading my world, and they felt bad for me because I was hiding in a corner.
Cowering in fear.
And like I did like the bow signal and was just like no, and he ended up like opening up this sweet passageway for me that I've never opened up before. So
Oh, nice. That's at least good because everyone I've heard they just get raped when someone comes in. So it's nice that not everyone's an arse hat.
yeah,
That's always a bonus. What else did I played some Guardians for Middle Earth. I think it was originally was that both consoles? I know it was PS3s on Xbox One.
you mean Xbox 360?
Yes, that one too.
I think it was.
There's a MOBA game on Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings.
it sounds familiar. I think I remember seeing a video on that for the Xbox 360 at one point.
Yeah, I've played quite a few hours of that this week.
Right.
That should have stayed on consoles.
Yeah.
Got no place in my Steam library. I'm actually insulted that it's there.
Oh,
I can't
that's
get
too
rid of it
bad.
now. It's always just, it's. I love Lord of the Rings. I'm quite attached to the characters. I'm not hardcore into it. I haven't read the books a million times and all that, but I do like the franchise.
Right.
I do like the characters. And the first I go in there,
Wait. You haven't read the books?
I've not read them a million times.
Oh, okay.
There's
But
some
you've
people
read
are like
them
they can
like once.
tell you,
Okay.
barely once to be honest. I skipped half the Hobbit. It was shit. Yeah, I know everyone loves that one. I just didn't like it. I'm not much of a
Everyone's
reader
gonna be
anyway.
real upset with you.
Fuck. But yeah, if I got into that, obviously you load up. Who would you be if you could be any Lord of the Rings character in a MOBA game? For those of you not aware of it, it's like League of Legends. It's a PvP based game with a bit of NPCs and stuff in it. It's
Person
mainly about
versus
fighting.
person.
Yes, player versus player. MOBA stands for
Sure.
multiplayer online battle arena.
There you go.
So, who would you be if anyone from Lord of the Rings?
Legolas.
Well, you didn't say Gandalf. That threw me off. Well, I say, most people would be Gandalf.
Right.
You know, Gandalf the White. He's a bitch.
grey?
He's a beast. No, the white.
Okay.
Grey one's crap.
Okay.
Dirty and stuff. But yeah, I went in as him, and like 2 of his moves are self buffs.
Sure.
He's got 1 damaging move and an ultimate ability, but it's just I got killed by Frodo.
Yeah.
You know, that broke it for me. It's like Frodo couldn't kill Gandalf.
Frodo can kill anyone, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
Frodo's the most important character in the story. If you don't have Frodo, then you don't have Lord of the Rings. Of course he can kill anybody.
No, because you can't kill Gandalf.
Of course you can kill Gandalf.
No. All right, we'll move on from that. We're not. But anyway, the characters aren't, because it's a MOBA, it's got to be balanced. The powerful characters aren't powerful enough to actually feel like you're that character. You feel like you are just a guy in a white robe with a bad hat called Gandalf. That's not actually Gandalf.
Is it a bad hat?
It's not pointy. It's got like a dip at the top. It looks weird.
I
It's
see
hard to explain.
Christy.
It might actually be his hair because it was all.
I think my chat is like way behind because like I just saw like your review pop up and then Christy said yeah, chat is messed up, connects and disconnects. So yeah, that happens all the time.
I say I've not even seen Christie's. The last thing I saw was my Payday 2 review.
Yeah. So hi Christy. You're out
Hi,
there.
Christy, one of our regulars. If you guys do watch chat and it's not coming up, you feel free just to spam our Facebook page. I do monitor it during the podcast, so if you've got any questions or feedback.
Spam the Facebook page. Why don't you just put a post up right now like, hey, if you're watching and you can't chat, do it right here.
Well, because, all right.
If you have any questions while you're watching the live
I
show.
don't
put them
like
right
typing too much while I'm on here, because then I'm not actually listening to what you're saying.
here.
Anyway, Lord of the Rings, I haven't wrote a review yet. I'm going to. It's going to get about 3 or 4 out of 10. So if
Are
you're
you
thinking
taking
of
the piss?
purchasing it, no, I'm not taking the piss.
It's
Where
gonna
am I
get
taking
3
the piss,
or 4.
Ryan?
I don't
It's
know.
gonna-
You use that saying all the time.
It's
I'm
not-
just assuming you know where the piss goes.
Anyway, it's going to get about 3 or 4 out of 10. Slight spoiler there if you actually read any of my reviews. But yeah, it's going to be bad. To be honest, if the review's not worth writing, the game's that bad. It's probably not worth reading, the game's that bad. Just don't buy it. Okay, don't buy it. Don't borrow it.
No, go read it. Go click on everything on the page.
Yes, links and everything. Links and everything.
And don't have spam blocker on.
No, don't have ad blocker.
Yeah.
We hate that.
Yeah.
Don't like ad blocker. Anyway, yeah, don't play that. So ignore Lord of the Rings. I also tried to play a little bit of Turtles,
What?
but I was
Ninja Turtles?
Out of the Shadows.
Okay.
But I had to crash the desktop, so
So it should stay in the shadows?
yeah, that's good. That was, yeah.
Get it?
Yeah,
If it's a
yeah.
bad game and you write a review
Yeah,
for it,
yeah.
you should use that.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, if I can get into the game to review it,
Right.
because right now it's a bit dark. I can't.
I
see.
mean, I don't know. I would play it.
It's yeah, the multiplayer looks quite fun. That's the reason I got it, and then realised actually I'm the only person I know that has got it. So
Right.
that's always fun, you know, when you can't actually play with anybody.
Sure.
Yeah, that's I think that's pretty much all. Also, I've played some FIFA 13.
FIFA 14.
Yeah, because you know how I love some FIFA 13.
Did you hear about FIFA 14?
I know everything about FIFA 14.
For the
Yeah, it's
Xbox
barely
One?
exclusive. It's shit. It's an extra few players. Okay, it's crap. I'm actually getting on an Xbox One.
Oh, are you really? Did you buy
Yes.
an Xbox One?
Don't tell anyone. I've already pre-ordered it. The day one edition, son. Boff.
Oh, are you actually getting the day one edition?
Yes, as long as it doesn't come out between the 23rd and the 29th, or I'm not going to be able to afford it because the PlayStation fucking 4.
Why,
Bastards.
that comes out on the 15th.
No, not over here. It don't. Yeah, you like that, don't you? You done it on purpose just so I can admit it in public. You're
a
getting
little,
it first.
a little bit. Well, I mean, I'm not getting it because I don't have the money for that. I don't even know how I'm gonna have enough money for the Xbox One, let alone both systems.
I'm selling everything.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I don't know. I guess I could.
PlayStation
I could sell my Xbox 360, but I have a ton of like Xbox Live games on there too.
Yeah, but you can put that in for the price. You're not going to play anything with Xbox One. Maybe you can translate your account or transfer it or whatever.
I mean, it's going to be on my account, but you can't play any of those games on the Xbox One. That's the problem.
Oh. Man up. If you don't get the day one edition, you don't get the achievement, and you become a second-rate gamer.
I have it pre-ordered.
Well, you best sort some shit out.
They made it super easy on Xbox.com. It was like, hey, do you just want to use your card that you already have saved to your Xbox Live stuff? And it was like, yeah, shit, yeah. And then now, like, you know, it's 2 months until the thing, and I'm like, fuck, where am I going to come up $500?
I hate the way they do. They make it so easy. Like playing PlayStation 3, and I can buy a FIFA 13 character pack on Ultimate Team for like £12.
Yeah,
Instantly like that.
Apparently they do pretty good with those packs.
I don't buy additional content anywhere near that price for any other game, but just because it's so easy, I'm pissed off because I've spent 10 hours earning in-game currency and got nothing for it. I spend money on it.
Yeah.
Genius idea. But yeah, so we've all got everything pre-ordered. I've got the PS4 and the Xbox One. You've got the Xbox One. Johnny's got the PS4. We've all got a Wii U that
We all have a Wii U.
gathering
Isn't
dust.
getting used. Whatever, dude. I use my Wii U every night.
Me too, for Netflix.
Yeah, for that and for... Man, I'm looking good. I like this camera angle. I look fantastic.
Just in the middle of talking, I look fucking fantastic.
I do look pretty good. I've been working out. Like, I've been eating good. There's, like, a food store, like, just down the way, and I, like, walk to it and get food, and then I come home and I make it, and it makes me feel like a man.
Oh, that reminds me of something that happened to me today.
Oh, yeah?
I literally got called a fat cunt in a food establishment
Yeah?
by the people that work there.
Oh, I got an old fat lady said I was making unhealthy decisions from smoking.
But she's old and fat.
But she's old and fat. I mean, obviously the old part is not her fault. Like,
Well, no, I suppose if you're old, you've got a right to be fat.
right? Well, I don't know. Like, she was really big. She was like stereotypical American big. And like, and then she was telling me that I was being unhealthy because I was smoking. Was just like, you're gonna die first.
Nice.
No, I'm always super nice to people, even when they're really mean with me when I'm at my other job. So it's just
Yeah.
like, okay, like, I'm sorry you feel that way. Have a good day.
I'm not that controlled. If someone's an arse to me, I'm twice as much of an arse back. I'm
Yeah.
mature like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But what else was I? What was I talking about?
Did you look?
No, before that,
I don't know. I can't get off the fact you sat there and said I look fucking fantastic.
I did look pretty good at that angle.
What are you doing? Like, what are you looking at yourself in like a little mini thing or something?
No, I'm just looking at the Twitch. Like I'm looking at the broadcast.
Oh, I see. I see. So you're watching yourself with like a 10-second delay, and you thought you were fantastic 10 seconds ago, so you brought it up.
No, well, I'm also watching it live because I'm watching it in the XSplit window.
So you're watching yourself twice.
Yep,
You're a vain motherfucker.
it's pretty good.
Pretty good. God, anyway, before we start discussing makeup tips, I finished talking about what I was playing.
Okay.
You hadn't actually started talking about what you were playing. I think you just went on a mindless rant.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what it was about, but anyways, a couple weeks back, there was the EA Humble Bundle. We might have talked about this. Have you?
We
heard
did talk about it. Yes, you.
Okay.
Yes, you did mention
Yep,
it.
ton of shit on there. I've been playing, The Sims 3. A lot of The Sims 3.
dude.
That's all right.
That game consumes lives.
Yeah, and then it came with a couple of extra packs too, so that was good. What do I want to talk about first? Dive Kick.
Hang on. I got to jump in. Christy had a question.
What's up?
She asked me to expand on my fat cunt comment.
Okay.
But basically, I went to the bar earlier on this afternoon to watch the football. There's a big game on Big Derby between Manchester United and Liverpool. Sorry, soccer.
I've
just,
heard about that. Some people were telling me there was some big thing the other day.
Oh, there was a fight. One of the football games happens all the time.
No, there was a big game, some kind of championship. I don't know.
Might have been the Charity Shield. I'm not massive on football. I do like watching it on occasion, but I don't really keep up. That's
okay.
what I used to. But yeah, so we're in there just watching the football, and we ordered some food. I went out to get my partner something, so I asked her to order my food for me, and I ordered a mighty stack.
Yeah.
Which is a 6-ounce burger, 2 chicken breasts, cheese, bacon, and salad in a bun, right?
Oh my god.
What she actually
dude.
ordered was the almighty stack, which was 2 6-ounce burgers, and the chicken breasts, and the salad, and the cheese, and the bacon. But before that, I said to her, can I get an extra burger on my original mighty stack? So what I actually got was 3 6-ounce burgers, 2 chicken breasts, salad, bacon, cheese, and fries.
Oh my god, dude.
She said to me when she came back, she goes, dude, the lady behind the counter looked at me like I'm a right freak. And I was like, what are you talking about? She goes, did you really want a burger with that? Like, she was really shocked. And then 2 of the staff come over to me and they looked at the table and said, who ordered the almighty with extra burger? I said, I did. And they said, we call that the fat cunt burger here because only fat cunts order it. And I was sitting there thinking, oh, this is a restaurant bar. And you've just called me a fat cunt in the middle of the day? If this was 2 in the morning, everyone was drunk. Fine. It happens. But this is prime time. This is when all the kids are in the restaurant, and so initially they came over every 5 minutes. They were walking past to collect pints and glasses. Like, how you doing? Are you eating it? Are you eating it? Every 5 minutes, like it was some big momentous occasion that I was attempting to eat this mammoth burger.
Right. Well, I mean, it sounds like a pretty big burger.
It was pretty beastly. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at it and almost had a heart attack just in that alone. And I've done nothing but smell like pork and beef all day. But so I failed at eating it. I couldn't finish it. I'm not massive. I'm quite a tubby guy, but that was way too much for me. I had to stick. But it's like when she brought it over, everyone in the bar suddenly stopped watching the football and just stared at me. And it's like I felt about 2 inches tall, and I thought, no. I hid the burger behind the sauces and that on the table, so they couldn't see it anymore. So if anyone new came in, they just walked straight by me.
Well, that was over a pound of burger.
It was a lot of beef, dude. I ate it all other than the bread and about the last 20% of the final burger.
How many ounces are in a pound?
I can't be intelligent because I got to Google it.
It's 14, 16.
How many ounces in a pound? Thank you, Google. 16 ounces. Well done, bro.
So yeah, you ate a pound and a half burger.
Yep.
Is what you're saying.
Yep.
Did you eat it all?
No, I left a little bit of the burger and the bread because the bread was sweaty. It was weird.
Right. I was gonna say I've eaten a 1 pound burger before.
I think I could just the burger. I'd be alright, but it was the chips.
But the bread is
Yeah, it was. To be honest, I haven't eaten since then, other than a big fat chocolate cake.
Okay.
So I have eaten since then. So yeah, I'm going to be on the treadmill for about 6 hours tomorrow just to work some of this off.
Right.
That's
what I've been playing.
Yes, let's move on. So I was just explaining to Christy asked, so I got to explain it.
No, it's okay.
And personally, I think I've never been called a cunt in an official establishment before. I get called on a daily basis by my friends and family,
Right.
but just not by someone in an official capacity. So interesting. Yeah.
You call
Anyway,
me a
what have you
cunt all the
played?
time.
Yes, but that's different. It's not like this isn't professional, is it?
Well, I
Really?
mean, I'd like it to be a little bit more professional.
Well, I don't.
Basically, I wouldn't like to be called a cunt all the time.
I don't. Most of the time, that's in a private Skype conversation, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't throw that word around all too much on the podcast because people do take that's like it's not just like shit or fuck. That word to a lot of people is way harsher.
Really?
Yeah, it's there's some circles over here. No, you can't say that word.
Yeah.
They'd rather you say. Oh, I'm not going to say that. There's other stuff they'd rather you say anyway. But yeah, anyway, what have you played this week?
I played some Dive Kick.
That face. Dive Kick. That's that cheap ass game where all you do is kick and fight, right?
It's a you dive and kick, dude. I mean, it's in the title. Like,
Yeah, but I'm just explaining it in case people think diving kick is a bit more than diving and kicking.
no, well, dive is really jump too, so that doesn't make much
See,
sense.
so it's not actually all in the title. It's not dive, jump, and kick, is it?
Well, no, you can't dive, jump, and kick. You can only jump and kick, but it's called dive and kick.
So you just debunked your first anyway.
Well, I mean, it's still only two things. It's literally only two buttons, and you get to choose your buttons.
Is this on Steam? Because when I search for it, I get
Yes.
Dive to the Titanic.
Dive kick, all one word.
Ah, there it is. £5.24. So about $10, right?
Yeah, 10,
And it's
$15, something like that.
indie, is it? Smaller? I'm assuming by the price tag it's indie.
Iron Galaxy, I don't know. I don't think it's... Yes, technically I think it is indie. But it came from a bunch of people that have been around the industry for a while and then like broke off. And one of the guy's name, I think is David Lang. He's kind of the owner of the studio or head mouth of the studio, and he's kind of a funny guy. But yeah, it's a 2-button game. So basically, you can jump and you can kick. And if you hit one another, it's a one-hit kill.
Oh, nice. So you don't get to mess up. You're just dead.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
All the characters are usually based around like either the fighting community or they were like Kickstarter donation rewards. Like if you spent so much money, you could put something in the game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a fun short experience. Really good if you like have a buddy around and you're playing like with them next to you. Really good couch experience.
Yeah, sort of mini party game. 'Cause I suppose the
Yeah.
rounds are quite quick, right?
Yeah, I mean the longest a round can be is 20 seconds.
Oh wow! And how many did you have to sort of win to win the entire bout?
5. It's usually the best out of 10.
Oh, so just a couple of minutes then, really, usually.
Yeah, I mean it just
Yes.
takes a couple minutes. Some of the characters are really funny. Some of them are really racist and over the top. But at the same time, that's kind of making fun of like the fighting community or the fighting games. Like Street Fighter has a lot of weird, stupid shit in it, and it's pointing out that like it's got dive and kick are two of the characters, kind of like Ken and Ryu.
Yep.
Seth Killian is a big guy in the fighting community, I think. I don't know. There's a lot of inside fighting game jokes that you could go, and if you're into that stuff, I'm sure it's fucking hilarious. For me, he's a guy that doesn't really pay much attention to the fighting game community outside of like, hey, Street Fighter. It's funny, but I'm sure that I'm missing a lot of the actual meaning.
Yeah, I have heard. It's one of the things I've heard about actually more than anything else is it is quite a comical game, and it has struck quite a chord with the more hardcore.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Fight.
they're saying it's supposed to be at Evo next year, which is like the big fighting community meetup or whatever tournament thing.
Yeah, I've heard similar things. Just quickly, if you can see the chat, the Facebook link is in there for this particular podcast. So if you can't get your questions in, you can see that link, or you can visit the Facebook, facebook.com/gheroes. It's the first post there. You can post your questions or feedback, and we'll be sure to get back to you during the podcast. Shut up, Ryan. dude, it's just 1 o'clock in the morning. All right, give me a bloody
If you
break.
can't see the chat, then click the link in the
this
chat.
link in the chat. Yeah, I got it. As soon as I said it, I got it. I was hoping you were going to let me just fly by, but no, bring it up. Go on.
No,
Go on, sing and dance about it,
no, it's okay. That's all I wanted to say about it.
bitch.
What else?
So
What else?
if it's just jump and kick,
Yeah.
is there anything unique about the characters other than their appearance?
Yes, yes, there is. They people's jumps are different, basically, or their kicks are different.
So
Like one
come down at a different angle, for example, and
come
speed.
down at a different angle. Like one guy, based on how long you hold the kick button, like he will take a different angle. One guy will leave a trail of lightning, and actually kicking somebody doesn't hurt them, but it's the trail of lightning that if they hit that, they die. One guy kind of like floats, and you can kind of control the direction he is going.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Every
God.
like there's a bunch of stupid shit that these characters do, and they also all have a special, like an air special and a ground special, which is hitting both the buttons at the same time.
So there isn't just diving and kicking.
Well, there is just diving and kicking, but there also is just a little bit more on top. But it
So,
has
again,
to
the
do
title
with
doesn't
diving
say
or
it all.
kicking. I mean, it does really. Like, I don't know. I think it does, but what else did I play? I just like last night or the night before played the Bureau XCOM Declassified, which
That's what I was really intrigued by. I didn't know anything about it until I saw it on Steam. It's not something I heard that was announced or anything like that, but I was really, really intrigued when I saw that.
Well, let me tell you, if you hadn't think that you hadn't heard about this game, you've heard about this game. You've
Have I?
probably heard about it for years, and you just didn't realize it.
Really?
So,
Where are you going with this?
the XCOM, the Bureau Declassified, was a game that was announced probably 3 or 4 years ago. But it was announced as a first-person shooter.
Oh. That's not XCOM style, is it?
Right? No. Well, XCOM first off is a strategy game, like a turn-based strategy game, more traditionally.
Yeah.
So that came out, and then the other XCOM that came out like last year or the year before, XCOM Enemy Unknown, that is a strategy game, came out, did fantastically. A lot of people loved it. I really liked it. I have it. I had bought it on the Xbox and I bought it on the PC because I like that game so much. Granted, I got it for cheap, but moving on. Everybody started looking at that first-person shooter after that game came out and be like, we got the XCOM we wanted. What is going to happen with this game now? And after about a year, there was some turmoil. Some people left the studio. Some creative stuff happened. And then it turned into a third-person shooter. And now that's what it's a third-person shooter strategy game. And the best thing I can relate it to is kind of like Mass Effect's combat, but
Right.
not quite as good.
Oh. It did sound, the whole way you started this conversation does sound like you were going to dog on it a bit, if I'm honest.
So I haven't played too much of it. I've only played about 2 hours of it, so I don't want to completely dog on it. But because it seemed all right. The animations are a little weird. The cutscenes are a little weird. The plot, like the dialogue just in general, like it'll start talking about one thing and then just like completely switch to like something else, and like that doesn't make sense in a normal conversation between two people.
Right.
So I don't want to say anything too bad about it yet because I haven't played too much of it. But yeah, it's third-person combat, and then you're giving like your squad mates orders to move here, do your move that you have. They gave me like the overpowered dudes at the beginning to show me how like how it all works. And of course, they take that all away, and now I have like a dude that's got like one move.
Who started that?
I don't know.
Of one of the things I can't stand about games when you get all this wicked shit and you spend the next 5 hours working your way back just to get in it again.
Right.
Can't
Yeah,
stand
it's
it.
kind of an annoying feature. I mean, I understand why they do it because like it's an easy way to pull in all of the mechanics right away and show you how to do it, and then, but at the same time, like you can just learn the mechanics as you go as you get those skills.
Yeah, you know how gaming was originally
Right.
before they broke it. But the first impressions are generally not that great.
Yeah, not fantastic by any means. I'm not being blown away, but it's not terrible either. Like some people are like really raging about it. in the reviews. And I mean, I don't know. Of course, I haven't seen very much of it, but I can't see how it's that bad. But some people really hate mediocrity.
Yes, yeah, especially if it's something that's been in development and rumored
For a
enough,
very
so-
long time, yeah. I also played some Saints Row.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
Bow. There's a lot of
Honestly,
dubstep in
I-
that game.
I literally had like I hate stupid games. I hate over the top comedy. I hate games that don't take themselves seriously. But that one does it so well,
Yeah.
so well. It's
Yeah, I mean it's even way more so over the top than Saints Row the Third, which was still over the top and ridiculous. I like the game a lot. I enjoy playing the game. So you are a character that basically gets stuck inside the Matrix. If you had-
everyone's used that to explain it.
I mean,
Simply. Without that, you're screwed.
Right, like that's the easiest thing. Like you get stuck inside a computer simulation, and you start to be able to use the computer simulation to your benefit, and you start to have like superpowers, and you can run super fast, fly, glide, and jump really high. Those type of things. Games very fun. If you've played a lot of Saints Row the Third, I don't like the jokes are going to be great for you. Like it's building off Saints Row, even Saints Row 1, which I thought was a little weird because Saints Row 1 to Saints Row 3 is actually a really different game. So I think you'll get a lot of the humor. The thing is a lot of like the side quests and the side games and things that you do is basically taking Saints Row the Third and breaking it. Because you have like super jump and super run and all this other bullshit, and they find a way to make it difficult, not too difficult, but make it a challenge. But let's say like one of the games is called Insurance Fraud, all right. And what you have to do in Saints Row the Third is you have to get a car to hit you and make you like go really far distance, and you can like ragdoll, and that helps build up the money for your insurance fraud and stuff like that, right? Well, what you do in Saints Row 4 is that, except now you have super jump, so you can just like super run and then jump in the air and then ragdoll and spin and then just get a car. Like, find a car way off in the distance to hit you, and then that'll fling you back the other way, and then you do the same thing where you're just, like, ragdolling and super jumping and stuff like that. So it becomes, like, this bastardization of the original game, which is fun, but at the same time, like, if you've done a lot of that already, that could get a little tedious.
I don't know. I spent quiet because it was funny as shit every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's...
I honestly, it was so fucking funny, and it does work well, bouncing between the buildings, off of cars, off of the.
Yeah, movement's great. I mean,
Yeah,
like
it was
flying
incredible,
around the
so.
city is really good. Also, I mean, what Deep Silver has done well with the Saints Row series, I think they've been the ones all along the whole way. Or there has been some cohesion along the way, is they do set pieces really well. Like in Saints Row the Third, there was a part where you got in a car and you and your homie sang a Sublime song together in the car as you were driving it.
Yeah.
And it was a really cool, memorable moment. And the beginning of this game is very memorable because you save the world in the first like 10 seconds. Spoiler. I guess. But like you're riding this nuclear missile like up into the sky, right? And you've got like Aerosmith blaring as you're doing it. I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep. And like all of your people are like saying goodbye to you basically because they think you're going to die. And like a very serious moment, and right at the end of the like you met somebody there for the mission. And they're like, I don't know, I met you for like 10 minutes. You seem pretty cool. Take it easy. Like sending them off goodbye. They do those set pieces really well, and that's really fun, and fun because they don't take it too seriously.
It's a shame. That sounds like I fucking missed that bit because I've not actually played through the whole thing. I went around a mate's house and he was playing. I kind of managed to grab it off from here and there.
Yeah.
But there was a couple of scenes in the dancing in the strip club.
Yeah.
That was quite comical, and there are so many throwbacks in that game. So, to previous Saints Row games, to other games.
Yeah, I mean they do that a
Streets of
lot.
Rage bit. Did you see that in the end?
Not yet. I haven't finished it yet.
God, I'm not going to go into any more because it will spoil it, but it's wicked. I think my biggest gripe with that game is the car customization. What do you think of it?
Oh, I don't care. I don't drive cars.
Exactly. The car customization system is really quite good, but why when you can fucking fly?
Because I mean, it's just in there from Saints Row the Third, basically.
Yeah, but it's just. I quite liked it because I'm not big on the Saints Row franchise. I mentioned I'm not really got into the other ones at all. But it was just sit there showing me bits and here and there, and it's like, well, the cars are, why can't your car fly?
Well, you can get UFOs and shit.
Oh, I didn't see that, but I knew he was well proud of his car that looked shit hot and couldn't do anything with it because he just rather super run and super jump.
Was it a hot hatch?
I have no idea. What's a hot hatch?
I thought that was a thing that you guys
No, I
say.
don't. It might be. I don't know. I don't say it.
It's like a Volkswagen Golf,
Oh, that makes sense. No.
like a small, like kind of hatchback car. That
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. What about weapon choice?
What's my weapon choice?
Yes.
The dubstep gun constantly.
Yeah, that's a definitely.
And just like superpowers. Like if you have the superpowers get ridiculous, like ridiculously strong to the point where it's not really a challenge anymore.
Well, none of the games really that challenging, is it?
Right. Like some of the side quests, like it's not super easy to get a gold in, but once you do it once, you usually can get a gold in any of the challenges. At the very least.
I can't remember the name of the one that makes the heads big and explode.
I don't know, bigger.
My mate just called it the blow your head gun, but I don't know if that's what it's called.
Yeah, they got a lot of stupid weapons in that game.
There's quite a good choice, to be honest. I'm surprised they come up with that many ideas.
Yeah, there's like that gun that abducts people, the Abductothon or whatever.
I'm sure the gun from Starship Troopers is in there too.
Probably.
Like the noise and the look of it. Oh.
Then you can customize all of them to look differently and yeah. I mean, it's a fun game, stupid game, like great time to just like fuck off and play a game.
Yeah, I think
That's
if
about that.
you're just getting from work, you're a bit mentally tired, you don't want to dive into something like Skyrim or something that requires all your attention.
Right.
I think Saints Row is perfect for that, and it has got a lot of content.
Yeah.
There is
I played
shit
like
of stuff to do.
a good 20 hours of it. And granted, I've been doing a shit ton of side stuff, but I'm only like, it said it was only like 30% of the way through the game.
Yeah, there is a lot of shit just to let, and I quite often just found, we were just sitting there chilling and doing something. Suddenly we went off for an hour and a half doing something completely we didn't plan to do in the first place.
Yeah, and just like collecting those cluster things that are.
Yeah, just it throws all over the place. If any of you guys are playing it or thinking of playing it, we do cover guides for most of the loyalty missions and how to unlock some of the cool stuff like the dubstep gun. So,
Right.
if you are interested in those, you can check the website gamersheroes.com.
Game Heroes!
It's not really shameless self-plug if it's our podcast, is it?
Right. No.
Right, but we're still on the what we've been playing section. So let's move on from Saints Row. Overall, you didn't write the review, did you? Casey did. Is that
Casey
correct?
did, yeah.
What did Casey give it? Where is it? Oh, it's not on the front page.
He gave it a good score. I mean, I think it was an 8 or above.
Yeah, but where is the bloody thing? Let's just delay this for a quick second so it looks like I know what I'm doing. There you go. If you can see the chat, there's the link. If you can't, well, he gave it a 7.5 out of 10, which personally I
Ooh,
don't
I thought
think
he gave
is
it
fair.
at least an 8.
I would have pushed for an 8.5 personally. But you got to remember he did cover the game too, which can sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Like
know.
doing guides for the game can kind of burn you out on it, but that rhythm game. Apparently, that rhythm game is great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play that just to see if he's been. I don't know. Maybe he's been abducted and swapped with somebody else, or he's been influenced in some way. 8 out of 10 for a rhythm game of any kind.
Also, I mean, it's not really fair to compare two games on a review scale. Because it's just not like if they were two exact same type of games, like I guess, but like I don't know.
I don't know. If you look at what the fuck was the game? Project Diva F or something, wasn't it?
Something from Sega.
Yeah, if you want to look about a project, I hate fucking rhythm games personally. There you go, it's there. So you can have a quick look at that if you feel like it. You gave that an 8 out of 10, I think. Yes, that's correct. I'm actually going to pitch some ideas to you after this, if you've got a few minutes, just about some stuff about the review system.
Okay.
Not going to give any details away because it most likely won't go to fruition, but you never know. If it does, you can say you heard about it here first, kind of.
Okay. Last thing that I really wanted to talk about that I've been playing.
Splinter Cell Blacklist, by any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really want to be here for this. If I'm honest.
Well, I'm not going to spoil anything for you. All I'm
Fucking
gonna
not going to spoil it for me. You've sat there on Skype while I'm playing Smite, telling me how great the game is, the kills you're doing, the achievements you're getting, how much fun you're having in multiplayer. How else can you spoil it? Tell me the ending. Why don't?
No.
Good.
I mean, I don't want to do that. I mean, I'd do it if it was just you, but other people will hear
You
this.
fucking would.
But yeah, the game's really good. It's probably the best Splinter Cell game I've played, and I've played most of them.
Oh, it's quite.
Yeah, and it came with convictions too for the pre-order bonus. So I'm looking forward to going back and playing that too, because that's still an okay game. I don't know, I guess. The things that I really like about this game. So Splinter Cell Blacklist is a stealth action shooter.
Yeah.
For anybody that doesn't know.
Everybody knows Splinter Cell.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody knows Splinter Cell because it's been around for a while, but just to get that out of the way. The one thing I really like about it is that, so you have a mission, and you have basically 3 different ways that you're going to get scored on this mission when you're in the mission. You're going to get scored you're going to score either ghost points, which are basically stealth and non-lethal. Right. So you're not killing people and you're remaining unseen. There is stealth and lethal, so silenced weapons, cutting people's throats, that kind of stuff. And then there's just plain assault, which is just like balls to the walls.
Yep.
Shooting people without silencers, just not giving a shit, throwing frag grenades and stuff like that.
Not really the way Splinter Cell was supposed to be played, if we're honest, is it?
Right. Now, well, I mean, they tried to kind of mix that in. You know, there was a shotgun in a couple of the games. If you used it, you were dumb, but there was a shotgun in the other games. Whereas this game, they find a way to make it fun for basically however you want to play it. Like, the assault tree is actually, like, the assault option is an option. You can put gear on yourself that has more armor that will make it so you won't just die in one shot. There's weapons that you can use that are silenced for long range if you want to go the Panther or like the kill but not be seen route. And then there's also a lot of different tools and gadgets from past games that come back that are non-lethal and let you do the ghost stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, like you never have to do one or the other. Like if you get seen, you're probably going to have to restart, but you might be able to pull your way out of it too. It's not like the old Splinter Cell games where it's like if you trip 3 alarms, the mission's just over. Like that's never going to be, and I don't like solid fail states like that. Where it's just you fucked up these things real quick, and now you got to restart the whole thing all over again. Checkpoints are really good in each mission, so you don't have to worry too much. Like even playing on Perfectionist, which is what I play on. You have the option for checkpoints, and so if you fuck something up, you're not like completely raging and going back to the beginning. It's just like the controller support was a little dodgy at launch for PCs. I think that is mostly cleared up. Also, DX11, the thing that renders textures and whatnot, which is a really simplified version of what that actually is, and people that really know what it is will be mad at me for describing it that way. Basically breaks every once in a while, but I think that also is resolved by now.
Yeah, I think for the average person, we need to realise this DirectX 11 is better than 10.
Yeah.
So, if it doesn't work, that's bad.
Right. Yeah, like the game, there was like very emotional scenes, and then everybody was purple.
Yeah, I can see how that can retract from the experience a little bit, you know?
Yeah, and so, but I would just restart to watch the cutscene or whatever, and I know I was willing to do that because I like the game, but other people might not be willing. What else? There's a shit ton of side missions. There's like a horde mode. There's like a be unseen and hack 3 things in the level. There's co-op missions, which I'm looking forward to doing some co-op missions with you.
I'm not going to talk about those.
Why?
Because all I want that game for is the multiplayer content, and I can't bloody play it. Anyone that listens to Suck My Controller on a regular basis probably orgasm over everything to do with Spies versus Mercs for about the last 6 months.
Yeah.
And I was promised a review copy of the game. There was a slight hiccup, and they sent me a 360 version just to slap me in the face. So I've not got a 360; they're both broken, so I've not actually able to play it. I had to watch as my dad played on his 360.
You could play it on his 360.
No, I couldn't. He doesn't have the internet at his house.
Oh.
So, I know, that's, that's exactly the face I pull. Yeah, but yeah, so just skip this shit. How good is Spies versus Merc?
Really good.
How good is really good?
I mean, like, really good. It's not a game for people who need to have their hand held.
Good.
And it is definitely a game where communication and working together is huge. Which makes me almost want to play it on Xbox, because I know that more people will have headsets on Xbox, but I don't know if we get like a team together.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'd personally debate that myself.
What are you talking about, dude? Every time you log into an Xbox game, everybody has a headset.
Yes, I don't necessarily think more people on Xbox have headsets. I think they're just more inclined to talk.
Yeah. Okay, well, either way, you're more likely to be able to talk to the person that you're playing with or playing against.
Yes, I mean, it'd be critical in a game like that. Because how big is... One of my biggest issues was because it's 3 versus 3, is that right?
There's a couple different game modes. Or actually,
what is the
like
maximum?
5 or 6. I think the maximum is either 4v4 or 5v5. I can't remember.
See, with that, I worry, because obviously I've played one of them. I don't know which one it was. I don't know if there's more games that have it than just one, but the one I played was awesome. But, obviously you could knock them out, and, I'm sitting there worrying, right, so if I'm the Merc and I get 3 of these guys rush me from 3 different angles, one of them is going to be able to get to me and knock me out.
Yeah.
Which what I liked about the other one was when I was playing with my friend, he could literally come down, take me out, and be gone. And I didn't even know where he came from, where he's gone, or what he'd done.
Right.
And I liked that. It was that surprise factor that, woof, I just
it's still there.
And gone. It's still there. Because I'm just worried about rushes, and if there's 4 of you against 4 of you, they could just all come in guns blazing.
You're not going to do very well as a spy if you try to do that.
So it does push more towards the stealth than it does the assault aspect of the game, right?
Yeah, if you're a spy, like if you're being Sam Fisher or whatever the equivalent is in the multiplayer, it is not a good option to shoot.
Good.
Good. Maybe if you ended up catching like one guard or one merc by himself, 3 or 4 could take him out by shooting him, but that is just not a good way to do it.
Okay, well that's good. How does the death mechanic work?
What do you mean?
When you die, do you respawn after a certain period of time? Do you not respawn at all?
No,
you have a certain amount of life.
I mean, I think it depends on the game mode, but the ones that I have played, you have an unlimited amount of lives, and there's like a 10-second respawn timer or whatever.
So I'm guessing because again, this is a long time back. The only one I remember playing is Extraction, where you have to go in and get data off of a computer and leave. I'm assuming that's in it again.
I think there's I don't know. I've only played 2 versions of it. I've played there's like a classic mode where it's no customization. You're either a spy or you're a merc, and you go. And the game now has like a ton of different customization options. You have different abilities. You have like cloaking, or you have things that will jam armors or jam their radars and stuff like that.
Is that progressive customization or just off the bat, straight out like that?
No, it's progressive. You earn money and points to then unlock stuff.
And is that same money reflected by a single player? Does single player boost your multiplayer profile, or it does?
Yes. Yeah, you coming out of the single player or doing a bunch of the side missions or stuff, you will have a bunch of extra money. Now, really important unlocks, you will need unlock points. But you will have the money to also buy things after you unlock them, too.
Oh.
So it's a weird mixture of the two, but I think it works very nicely. Like I've got like $3 million or something right now because I've played a bunch of missions over and over and again to get a better score, so that when you play it, that you won't be able to touch my score. But
We'll see, motherfucker. We'll see.
But yeah, no, it's the Spies versus Mercs is really addicting. Like there was one night where I just sat and played for like 6 hours and got drunk.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it a little bit. I'm
Yeah.
less glad I'm not.
No.
No. Well, yeah. Can we move on? This is still only the second section. We've been going this about an hour and 20 minutes now.
Yeah, but I've like right now my new setup, I really like it. I'm comfortable and I'm just talking about video games and I'm happy.
Well, I'm just kind of worried people will just switch off.
Okay.
You know,
all
just
right.
fuck this shit.
Well, what do we do next?
Is it the news next? Is that next?
Yeah. Do.
Oh, hang on a second. Christie's purchased the game before we've got a review up.
Why does that matter? Our review, the game's been out for like 2 weeks, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's not my fault, okay? I tried. I really wanted this up by launch day because I knew a lot of our guys, a lot of our girls, a lot of our fans, they're all interested in it, but I couldn't get it up in time despite my best efforts.
Yeah.
But good purchase. I mean, I've not played it. I've not seen anything of it. I've just literally just some opinions I've read over. I've read a lot of opinions about it, and it's genuinely a consensus. It's a great game.
Yeah, I really like it. I mean,
it's-
especially after playing some stealth games that don't do things right.
Yep.
It's good to play a game that does some stealth things right and makes you feel powerful. And the thing is about the stealth too, real quick, and then we'll move on to the news. The stealth works really well because it's not one of those games where you have to sit there and stare at the guards and learn their exact pattern and then perform this thing that is absolutely fucking perfect to get by them. Like, you have options, you have movement options, you have gadgets and shit to help you, and it's not like just a slow game. Like, it can be a fast-paced stealth game, and that's really something cool that it pulls off that a lot of stealth games don't.
But to me, that's where the stealth genre should be going. You should be in control of the situation. You should be
Right.
the one full of options. As you say, when you just sit there and watch a guard's patrol path, it's like, right, I've got 5 seconds before he turns that corner. If I don't make it, I've got to run back and wait again.
Right. And
It's just mundane. It's boring.
Yeah. All
But
right,
yes, that's nice.
but we can move on to the new.
That's not usually the vibe we do. That's the new jingle. You just like seeing yourself pull funny faces, didn't you?
Yeah. A little bit.
That's all it is. Well, just for a bit of a heads up, I had to panic like shit to get this during the podcast. But yes, that's the hottest news of the week ending. Some of you longer readers may remember we put that up before. We stopped doing it mainly because nobody bothered to read it, which kind of sucked. But, we're going to do it again anyway.
Okay.
Why not? That's got all of this hottest weakness news I'm going to be going over now, but not all of the stories. So if you want to check it out at some point.
You do have stuff in there for me, too.
No, you're not touching these stories. These are mine.
Now, all of these?
Yep.
Dude, you don't even know about half this shit.
I read this. How would I not know? Well, yeah, to be fair, the only thing you can talk about I don't really care is the fucking Wii U shit.
And the 2DS.
Yeah, anything Nintendo related is yours, okay?
Yeah.
Because I don't care.
Yeah. What do you got?
I think the top story for me this week is kind
Oh,
of...
hold on. We were gone for Gamescom, so PS4 coming out on the 15th in America and some other time later. And
I posted that on Facebook within minutes of it being announced.
I know, but I'm saying we haven't talked about it. Do you think that's a good date? Do you like that date? Are you angry?
It depends on the Xbox date.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want them too close together because that's a whole lot of money,
Right, I mean, that's like
If they launch in the
$1,000.
same week, yeah, that's it. I'm getting one or the other.
Right.
And it's going to be PlayStation.
Oh.
So I'm hoping they, Xbox come out and say, well, actually, we've messed up, so we're going to put a month delay on it, or actually, we're ready to go. We're going to launch it at the start of November.
Hey, did we get a Hearthstone beta key yet?
No,
Okay.
working on it. Leave
Sorry.
me alone.
I
Yes.
really want to play. I've watched like 5 hours of that game, like 2 of them today, just sitting in my chair.
Anyway, on the
Okay.
news
Sorry.
section of the podcast,
Hearthstone's coming out soon. That's a good game.
that's not on the news section. Anyway, we've got quite a lot of MMO news this week, and that's kind of my field, so I'll go into that. That was a great sigh. We really sort of pushed some hype into it for me.
Yay! MMOs, my favorite. I love it when they M and they M and then they O.
I couldn't follow that up with nothing. My whole face, my life went blank there when you done that. But anyway, as they're M and Oing, as Ryan so carefully put it, we'll start with The Elder Scrolls Online has been confirmed as a pay-to-play MMO.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more. It's also got an item wall too. I know, right? For those of you not familiar with the MMO, again, massively multiplayer online. It's basically an online game on the PC, generally, where lots of thousands of people can play together. Like Elder Scrolls Online is actually coming out on the PS4 and the Xbox One as well. But you're going to have to pay $15 a month on top of the
$60 purchase price for the game.
Yeah, I came out with $60 was coming out there at the same time. So $60 to purchase the game, $15 a month, $15 a month to play it.
Yeah.
Plus your Xbox Live subscription fee or PlayStation equivalent. And on top of that, they've got an item wall, which is basically a way of you spending real-life cash to get premium items in-game, such as extra cosmetics and sometimes more game-breaking stuff, such as XP boosts. It's unlikely to feature that as a pay-to-play game. It will most likely be just cosmetic stuff, but it's still pretty shit, when you're looking at spending $150 a year to play it, and you've got to spend more money if you want everything.
Shit, $150 is more than that.
Yeah, but I'm just
$15 a month. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like,
it's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is a lot of money. And
if you're not familiar with the MMO game, basically what's going to happen is after, I'd say, between 12 and 18 months after it launches, it is going to go free to play. There is no debate about that, unless it's something amazing, which so far leaks say it's not. Obviously, you've got development costs, and you've got, say, the first 6 to 12 months of subscription with a few 100,000 subscribers can cover a lot of those costs and put the game the right side of the profit margin. So it's going to be free to play at some point. So if you are an Elder Scrolls fan, but you're not big on the MMOs, don't feel you've got to jump out and rush straight away. Just give it some time, and you will be able to get in for free. I can almost guarantee that.
I don't understand this type of pay model has only worked for one MMO, really.
No,
I mean, really.
There's only one. I hate people to talk about WoW like that. World of Warcraft is massively successful. It has the biggest subscriber base on the planet. Yes. You can make a shit ton of money and be great. You can make a lot of money and still have the same impact on your studio. Square Enix, Final Fantasy XI, their biggest game ever, profit-wise. It doesn't cost them a lot of money to run now compared to what it did when they developed it. It's made a shit ton of profit, pay to play, still there. Yes, you are right in the fact that 95% of games for that model flop.
Right, and especially ones that come out now.
Yes, it's definitely declining. Right. But at the same time, there is quite an audience out there that's willing to pay to play if the quality of the product is up to their expectations. I'm not now. I mean, I went in today and I looked at Final Fantasy 14 and I thought, you know what, $24.99, I would buy this right now if I didn't have to subscribe every month. I'm not subscribing anymore because, I mean, there's some, 1 month I'll play it for 3 hours a day if I'm lucky.
Right.
And then I might not touch it next month because I'm busy. But I've still fucking paid for it. Don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that, and especially console gamers. Console gamers are not used to getting fucked over like that. And Elder Scrolls again is it's a console franchise. Bit of feedback there. Agree at least. Nod.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Whatever.
Remember, we can see your face. It does look like you're falling asleep. I know. When I talk for long periods of time, I've got an extremely mundane voice, but just try and look remotely interested. Basically, when your girlfriend talks to you, you don't really care. Do the same thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never had that happen to me.
Oh no, I do. You just okay. Wow, really? Just do that every 30 to 40 seconds.
Smith, okay? I do that to you every day.
I know. So I'm saying we've got practice, so keep going. Also, talk about Final Fantasy. Is this the story we're actually talking? No, we're talking about Elder Scrolls. But moving on to Final Fantasy.
Yeah?
Final Fantasy 14 has launched. This is much better. I can see you're excited. No, that's too much. Turn it down a little bit with the eyes. The eyebrows are a bit too high. Come down a bit. That's okay. Stuck there. Anyway, Final Fantasy 14 has launched. And
did it?
Yeah, as I mentioned at the start of the episode with the threatening house burning thing. Right. It did have a very rocky launch. However, it does have the world record for the most concurrent connections for an MMO game, which was recently broken by Final Fantasy 14 twice. So it broke the world record and it broke its own world record and may have done again since then. It was originally held by World of Tanks. You know World of Tanks?
Yes.
It's from Wargaming, very popular game. No idea why, because it's actually really shit. That's also coming out on consoles. But yeah, Final Fantasy launched. It launched originally 3 years ago as Final Fantasy 14, completely flopped. Developers released an official apology, took the game offline, developed A Realm Reborn, completely revamped it. I played the PS3 beta. Awesome fun to play an MMO on a console for a change. Your face has dropped again. Effort.
I'm sorry. I started reading something because I couldn't pay attention.
Yeah, I can't help it. It's like I'll summarize. Okay, here we go. League of Legends is a game that's online. Girls have tits and fannies. It ran because the girls showed too much tits and fanny. Grand Theft Auto 5 official release trailer. It's a release trailer. There's not much in it. It's a bit shit. Halo 5 has been officially confirmed. It's Halo. It's Halo 5. It's official.
Of course, it was fucking coming
again.
Wait! They talked about it at E3. Well, no, they didn't say officially.
No, they just said Halo.
Yeah, but I mean,
carrying on. I'm trying to skip through this. You don't have to listen to my mundane voice.
But like at some point, it's just like, of course, of these things.
Yes, but it's still news. Okay, if I didn't include it, if I didn't include it right, they'd blatantly been in there troll in the comment section. Going, well, you didn't talk about Halo 5. Oh my god.
But like that thing that you posted the other day that was like Sony running PS4 games on Windows 7 or whatever. Fucking of course.
Yes, but at the same time, there are a lot of people out there that don't know that.
Well, no, they do realize that. Like, it's just like...
Well, several thousand people that saw the article fucking disagree with you.
But it's like just feeding the trolls. Like, they're using a Microsoft product for that thing. It's like, yeah, of course, dude. Fucking debug kits and shit runs on Windows 7. Like,
yes, we know that. They don't. Not every. If you go up to an original person, just a normal guy in a game shop, and go, "Have you seen a debug kit?" What? Then you just look at you like you're a fucking retard.
Like, it makes sense that like a PC is what.
Yes, it makes sense. I'm not denying that. Of course, they're going to use it. It's more reliable. It's easier. It's there. It's job done. Perfect. Finished. But it's still funny.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay, moving on now.
Like Sony sells Sony Vaio laptops that run Microsoft software, like...
I can mute you on Skype, but you're still talking to everybody else.
Okay.
Anyway, the Grand Theft Auto 5 trailer that was actually released was announced.
Yeah.
I love the way Rockstar
announcement for a trailer.
Yeah, they sent me an email on Monday. Yeah, we've got a trailer coming Thursday, and that's literally it. They give you 15 words. Like, really? You can just leave it? No? Right. Whatever. Sony accidentally hinted at a PlayStation 4 release for Grand Theft Auto 5 on Twitter by a typo, apparently.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
No, it's not. It's not. Rockstar confirmed that it's a typing error. It's just that somebody from Sony said they were looking forward to playing it on the PS4, and they meant 3. Easy typo, to be honest. They're right next to each other. You know, a bit of fat finger syndrome. It can happen, right? With feedback.
Yeah. I'm looking at the Wind Waker HD, dude. It looks so good.
Could you just wait a minute?
Now, I want it. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Carrying on.
Please give me the Wind Waker HD.
A survey conducted on 500 UK parents returned shocking results in regards to allowing young children to play.
That's even worse, dude.
What do you want me to do? Okay, I'll try it over the top. Sony on the side. No, I can't say it loud.
Sony has looked at stuff and concluded stuff.
That's it. That's all I'm going to do from now. Sony have announced stuff about stuff. That's my best American accent. Anyway, Sony Online Entertainment, which are the online version of Sony. Hey,
are they?
Did you see that? Yeah. Hence the name. Just announced they've basically sacked a bunch of people that work for their games because they want to save money.
Yay!
But it's okay because they wish them all good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good life.
I mean, that's the gaming industry. That's the unfortunate, like real truth thing about the gaming industry is like you make your game and then you get sacked.
Yeah.
A lot of your work is contract, and a lot of it is not. It is very volatile.
It is. It's like freelance work. I get fucked all the time.
Yep.
Final couple of stories here. New screenshots released for Tropico 5. Not massive on the Tropico franchise. My girlfriend loves it, so I had to post a story, but the screenshots look wicked. A strategy game looking well sharp, son. You know what I'm saying?
Yay! XCOM Enemy Unknown's better.
That's what I just started. It's a completely different fucking game.
I know, but it's strategy.
Born in a cave. And obviously the
Born in a barn.
the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer. There, Ubisoft claim Connect will never be perfect. That's basically a bit of a joke article because it's the exact line has been all over this article. Everyone's used the same title, and it's like a complete exaggeration on shit because they didn't say it's shit or nothing.
Right.
They just said it's one camera to detect 3D, and by definition, one camera can't do that very well.
Well, it's two
But it
cameras.
does it fine. It's just not perfect.
Right.
But everyone took that as basically Ubisoft was saying it was shit.
Oh my
Say
god,
what?
somebody said something that could be taken some way, but not really that way. I mean, that's
Yeah,
not really
it's-
what they were saying, but
It's a joke. Anyway, I think that wraps it up for me on the news. Other than the one I recently interviewed a Blizzard employee suggested that Massive World of Warcraft could be changing the free-to-play business model following some announcements from Blizzard.
yay.
Done. Moving
Say
on to the
Blizzard,
next section.
did you get that Hearthstone beta key yet?
Fuck, dude, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. You know what I'm gonna do?
Give me a
I'm
Hearthstone
gonna get
beta
the key.
No.
I'm gonna play the fucking game.
No.
I'm going to stream it in revenge for this Splinter Cell shit.
No.
Actually, no, I'm not even gonna play it. I'm gonna put it on Twitch and just leave it on the load screen.
I hate you.
Not play it, not do anything with it, just waste the fucking key.
Well,
I'm gonna double my efforts to get that key to do that. So
You
fucking
give me
great. I'm
Wind
gonna do a
Waker
vine of your face
No.
when you see me doing it. Anyway, move on. What's after the news?
Wind Waker. You know what are you talking about? We didn't even talk
Shut
about
up.
Wind Waker.
I was just trying to. I don't care. It's a re-release.
No, dude, there's a price drop for the Wii U, and they're getting, for the same amount that you normally got the basic package, you're getting the premium package with the Wind Waker, a special controller, like you're getting like a digital version of the Hyrule
That's
Historia.
good, is it?
Yeah.
Right. This is exactly why I should punch you.
Why?
You've bought a Wii. You paid the premium price for the Wii. They've just announced
Yeah.
a cheaper one with a better game than what you've got, with better stuff.
I
than
mean,
what
I
you've got,
like
cheaper
Nintendo
than you
Land.
paid. Not you like to the point where they can literally take out a giant penis and shove it up your ass.
No, come on, dude. Like,
Dude, that's basically what they did. They've dropped the price of the console without releasing anything in between now and launch. Fuck all other than Monster Hunter.
No, there's stuff. There's that wonderful 101. There's a ton of stuff coming up.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's exactly the thing. You managed to name one game. for the
There's
time
new
being.
Super Mario Brothers U. There was that Zombie U game I kind of liked. That was all right. Scribblenauts that got sued. I don't know. Splinter Cell came out on the Wii U.
It's ridiculous. They should not be announcing a price drop yet.
But
yes, they need it.
But they
need
haven't.
it. Do
Yeah,
need
they
it.
haven't sold shit for
Yes, but at the
consoles.
same time, the dedicated people, the dedicated Nintendo fanboys, including me, I bought a
Oh,
console
Pikmin
early
3.
too.
Pikmin 3
you
just
know?
came out. That was fun.
They're,
That was
they're
great.
basically fucking their most dedicated fan base.
I
It's
mean,
like,
they're
great,
not-
thanks for buying it early and supporting us. Here, we're going to give it to everyone else cheaper.
Well, yeah, but usually they tend to take care of you somehow. There tends
How?
to be something. I don't know. This
Have they
time,
announced that?
no. But for the 3DS, like they gave us a ton of free shit.
Oh, wicked. I have a fucking 3DS. I've got a Wii U.
Yeah.
And what free shit are they going to give me? I've got the best games on it.
Well, I don't know. They could give you a ton of the free retro games or shit like that.
Oh, brilliant, because I'm big into retro.
I know you hate them. But no, like I don't know, dude. Like it could. It's a good package. Like
It's
for
an amazing
people.
package for Zelda fans and people that haven't picked the Wii U up yet.
Right.
Not going to argue with that. It's a complete kick in the arse, a giant penis up the bum, a fist in the face for those that have purchased it already.
I mean, I don't feel a fist. In
I
the face,
got
but-
the Monster Hunter one. I was just pissed off.
Yeah.
It was just a box.
right.
There's nothing special about it other than the box had Monster Hunter on it, which looks really cool. Not gonna lie, it's a cool box, but it's still just a box.
Wait,
Now,
it
if I got a
didn't,
Monster
it didn't
Hunter
come with
control
anything
pad-
special.
The game.
Oh, it had the game. Okay.
That's what made it a Monster Hunter with the box. You know,
Okay.
it would have been nice, to get a themed control pad or something.
Right.
That'd be worth it, and I
and
wouldn't bitch about
I think
it,
you
but I
do
paid
get
full
like
price.
a. I think you do get like a Zelda themed gamepad, or it's got
Yeah, there
like
is
a
this-
sticker
there
on
was
it or
a-
something.
Gold lettering and a golden
Yeah.
high rest and some other stuff. But yeah, it is a cool package. You haven't picked up a Wii yet. I probably wouldn't rush
A
that.
Wii U.
Yeah, but I wouldn't buy one yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would if if Nintendo didn't have this fucked up like structure for how they deal with how you buy games digitally, I would think about trading in my Wii U and getting like the Zelda one. But because I know I can't just like transfer the games over easily. Well, I mean, I want it to work like Steam. Like if I've got my fucking account.
Dude, that's not even the issue. The transfer of the games is not the fucking issue. If you paid full price for a game, for a console with shit games, and you're willing to sell it back and not that price to put extra money on top to get the same console with a new game and a fucking Seriously, you've either got way more money than sense, or you've got your head so far up Nintendo's ass that you can feel its tonsils. This is ridiculous.
Hold on. Hold on. Look at this angle.
Like is this the angle you think you're holding?
Yeah, dude. Like my arms are like right here, like right in here. Like it's like I feel like a man. Like I got my hands up behind me, and like my chest is kind of like there. Yeah, it's good.
Hey, look, finish right here. Basically, in a conversation involving men and women, you agree that women are always right, yeah? No. That's the general consensus of life, okay? Christy says she has a Wii U and she was super disappointed. I'm going to say that disappointing because it sounds better. Disappointed.
I did not say that women are always right.
No, that's just how it works. If a man debates with a woman, you either admit to losing or you're going to debate for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Christy's on my side here. We're right, you're wrong.
No, you're just... baby.
She loves the console, loves the concept, which I totally agree.
Like I said, I use it every night, and there's weird thing. I use it for the internet browser in bed.
Wow, because you've probably got a shit phone or you can't afford an iPad.
No, I have both. I don't have an iPad. I have a tablet.
No, I can't stand pads or tablets.
But like because I can use it on the TV, I will use it to watch stuff that's on websites. Like I read a lot of different video game websites. I'm not going to name all of them that I go to, but I like to watch.
You know, if you name one of them, I'll burn your house down.
Right. But there's a lot of people that I like to read because I like to make myself a better person, unlike Captain Camper. But
I don't like to make myself a better person because I don't want to read someone else's opinion.
Right.
There's only one opinion in this world that matters.
No.
It's mine.
No.
So you can't even say anything, can you? I do read
because it's so...
I'm just very critical of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm convinced everybody else but me and Gamers Hero staff gets paid to write shit.
Yeah.
That's it. They get given a controversial subject and must write about it. We don't roll like that.
Right.
Anyway, when Christy's right, I think the content's great.
Those aren't the people that... Yeah, those aren't the people I like to read.
But I have to agree. I have used the Wii U internet browser about 1 billion times more than I have the PlayStation 3 one.
Right, and it's not terrible either. Like
it's not.
You expect it to be horrible.
If you're browsing one site for a long period of time, it's great.
Yeah,
you know, it's quick, it's responsive, it works well. You big enough image on the screen. And when I've got the Gamers Hero screen up on my massive TV, it looked fucking awesome.
Right.
You know, it's like my website was famous because it wasn't on a monitor; it was on TV. You know, it was great. But anyway, yeah, it's really good. I think if you're browsing a lot of sites, or if you're using Google, again, you are still typing with a pretty quick touch. And one is, so it's a bit shit. But yeah, I think it is, as far as consoles go, it's the best one for me for browsing.
Yeah, I mean, I have like 3 or 4 websites that are bookmarked, so I just tap that, and then it goes to the website, and then I can just click around. But yeah, of course, typing is.
Yeah. Again, if you just frequent, it's not good for just browsing. It's good if you know where you're going and you're there, bookmark and stuff. But yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite a good feature. But again, paying £400 for an internet browser is extremely expensive.
Right.
And then wanting to trade that internet browser in for £300 and chuck an extra £50 on top to get a new, better.
But you also get Wind Waker.
Oh, a game that we've already played
multiple times.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be better.
Hang on, because you get gold lettering on your control pad, which you could probably do with a stencil and a bit of paint. No. You are by far the most retarded Nintendo fanboy I have ever met. How can you not see the logic here? Hang on. How much is the new package going to cost?
So it's the basic package price, $300.
Right, $300. How much did you pay for your Wii U?
$350 for the console. And I
did you buy games with it?
Yeah.
Right, so say you paid what, $450?
$500.
$500. You
More
pay
like
$500 for your
more
Wii
like
U, yeah?
$500 for everything. I mean, I got like 4 or 5 games at launch.
Right now, you're going to want to sell that. You're going to get a maximum of that of $200, $300.
Well, I'm not going to sell all the $500 worth of stuff, obviously. Like, I'm just going to sell the
you're going to
console.
have to basically, you're going to make a loss. You're going to have to put more money in it to get the new one.
Yeah, but why wouldn't they just have like a trade-in program where it's like, hey, give us like $100
And
your old Wii U, and we'll give you a new
again,
Wii
you're
U.
willing to pay an extra fucking $100. So basically, you're willing to pay
I would-
$60
I
for
would-
the
yeah.
same console.
$50 for the same
You are
console.
literally the mug that everybody releasing consoles wants to appeal to.
Right, but
That's great. Okay, we can move on. You've agreed. That's good.
I mean, because you're getting Wind Waker, that's going to be $50.
They're not charging full price for that, surely.
No, I think they are. I'm pretty sure that is a $50 gift.
Piss take. They are taking the piss far places.
I don't know. I think they change. I know it's not just a palette change.
It's still the same game. It does look, I'm not going to lie, it looks awesome.
No, it looks fantastic. No, but I think they made changes to some dungeons, or they made another. Like there was one dungeon that was originally pulled out of that game.
It's not going to be, you know, when you pay $50, when I pay $50, I want
Yeah,
20, 30
$50.
hours of gameplay. You're not going to get 20, 30 hours of new gameplay. I mean, don't get me
No,
wrong,
but
for
there's
certain
gonna
fans
be-
that love Wind Waker, yeah, whatever.
But there's going to be 50 hours of gameplay there.
Yes, but I spent £500 on a brand new Wii U with Monster Hunter 3, and all I've got since then is a fucking Netflix player. And now they're going to give the same thing to everyone else for cheaper. You can't expect people to be happy with that.
I don't know. I think that's
Especially considering
big deal.
Nintendo's PR right now is not the best.
Yeah,
But
no,
as far as companies go, like console, I love Nintendo. That who's that? Is Reggie his name?
Reggie Fils-Aimé. Yep.
Fucking love that guy. I'm just every time he's on screen, I'm captivated. He's wicked. He's a good laugh. He's funny. He's not afraid to take the piss out of people. Not literally taking out of them physically. It's a but yes, I do like them. I do like the way they put themselves across. But generally, a lot of people aren't best pleased with them because they consider the Wii U a fail. They consider the 2DS a joke.
Yeah.
You know, so they're not doing great on the PR thing, and they're like, okay, so for the hardcore fans that have already paid a stupid amount of money for a shit console, here's a cheaper one for everyone else that hates us.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, I've never understood that mentality of like, I know that if I buy a console at launch, I'm going to spend more money than a person that waits a year or two.
Yeah, but it's not been a fucking year or two, has it?
It's been a year,
Oh, is it?
hasn't it? Almost.
I don't know. It doesn't feel that long, mainly because I've not used it that much.
Right.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not pissed off that I bought it. I'm quite happy I made the purchase. I've not
Yeah.
been disappointed that they've not given me a game to play.
No, you didn't play
You know,
Pikmin. That's your
no,
fault.
no, I had the opportunity. I wasn't
Well-
playing Wonderful 101.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm quite disappointed. But even then, that's just come out. So until now, they've not given me a whole lot of choice. I mean, yeah, that's down to me. I realise Nintendo don't release the kind of games that I love on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. But
They released Splinter Cell.
yeah, which
Everyone
Not
has a
really.
control pad, so you could hear.
yeah, but nobody's going to buy it on the Wii U when you can get it on your
Right.
other platform. Like, that's what I'm talking about. You know, release a different game, but it's just if they came out now and said, all right, look, for anyone that's already got a Wii U, here's $50 to spend on the Nintendo eStore or whatever, $20. Just a way of saying we realise, you know, we didn't expect the Wii U to flop this bad. We've had to make this choice as a business decision. We are a company, you know, we've got to save some money. So here you go. Just thanks for trusting us to start with. Whereas all the people that are fucking us over are now getting the cheaper deal.
Right.
You know, and so Chris has got a good point there as well. She thinks that Nintendo put the next gen system out 2 years or so before the other two at an outrageous price, so it'd have a chance when released later this year. Which is
I don't know if it's an outrageous price.
it's an outrageous price for what the console delivers right now. In essence,
It's an HD console system with a gamepad for $300. Like
it's not that when
the
it's
PlayStation 3 is still $300 or $400 if you were to buy it brand new.
Yes, but the PlayStation 3 has about 2,000 games to play.
But that doesn't
You
matter. I mean,
yeah.
that's not what you price the console based on.
No, but you buy a console based on playing games on it. If you can't play games on it,
Sure,
it's
but
useless.
you don't price your technology based off that. I
What are you
mean,
talking-
you don't. There is a cost of hardware,
Yes,
and then they base their price off of the
I
cost. that
refuse
they
to
spend.
believe the Wii U costs more to make than the PlayStation 3.
You don't think that gamepad takes more?
Dude, the gamepad is not all of that complicated when it comes to technology.
To stream video at that speed
Yes,
with
but-
that type of responsiveness is
It's not massive.
very complicated.
It was a long time ago when it first came out. People were dissecting it, and I read into it. And it's like I can't compare the technical jargon with you because I don't fucking understand it. But this guy could, so I read what he was saying. It's like he was going through about basically comparing it to, right. So it's got this, which this phone can do, and this phone can do, and this pad can do. Just basically sort of saying other devices in that what can do similar things and
right, but
explain their price range and stuff.
how much are those devices if you don't buy them with a subscription from a company?
Oh, I don't know now. This was a long time ago when it first came out. Because when it first came out,
Yeah, because a lot of people cite those things. They go like, "Oh, you can get that phone for $100, so the gamepad must be $100." It's like, yeah, but if you get that phone without a subscription to Verizon or to whatever carrier, that's a $600 device.
yes, no, it's not. He wasn't going on. That's a totally different ballgame altogether. But I understand where you're coming from there. But it's just it's like if you spend £1,000 on a car, right, and it doesn't work, does that still make it a good buy? If it can't drive you to where you want to go, it looks great on your driveway.
But no, that's not the same. It can play games. It functions as a game system very well.
For certain people.
What do you mean?
No, it's the same technology, Christy. As far as I know, they've not updated anything inside it. Dude, I swear to God, if they have, I'm going to go to Nintendo now. It's the same stuff. It's just they've just changed it. It's just cosmetic stuff, new gamepad. And stuff.
I don't know. No, I mean the deluxe gamepad set. The deluxe set when it came out was $350, and the basic was $300. So now basically what they're doing is they're taking out the $300 bundle and they're just making the deluxe bundle $300.
Yeah, the normal bundle's getting phased out, I assume, once they
Yeah.
sell them all. But it's just it's like the console. Why have they cut the price?
They've cut the price because nobody bought it.
Nobody bought it because there's no games to play.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
But the whole world thinks the same fucking thing.
Well, I don't think that it's necessarily. I mean, there are a lot of games out for the Wii U. There's first-party titles out for the Wii U.
Yeah, but it's not catering to a wide enough audience.
I think that the Wii came out and everybody understood what the Wii was. Everybody who's anybody could look at that Wiimote and look at tennis and know I need to swing this thing to hit the ball. And then when the Wii U came out, there was all this confusion. It's like, is it an add-on to the Wii? What is this thing? And then people who bought the Wii had no reason to upgrade because they didn't understand why or didn't need a reason because they just weren't going to get a Wii U because it has this tablet thing that looks like a game system, but it's HD, but there's already been HD systems out. So I think it just fell in a weird middle section of time.
I think what games did they have at launch? Right, of their big names, what was it? Mario.
Well, yeah.
What did they have at launch?
How is that not the N64? Right, launched with Super Mario 64 and Pilot Wings. Those are the two games that launched with the Nintendo 64 when it launched.
Look at us launching on the next. Look at the consoles, the Xbox One and the PS4. Look at the names they're bringing to the table. Look at the exclusives they're bringing to the table. 90% of the Wii U, was it? They had a Tekken version, fucking Batman, Scribblenauts, Trine, Black Ops. It's either an old game, an indie game, or a game already available on every other console other than what Nintendo Land and Mario. As far as I can remember.
That's a lot of what PlayStation 4 is launching with is old games and indie games.
Well, the PlayStation 1 and Xbox One are both going down the free-to-play MMO route. Wii U, as far as I'm concerned,
I mean, there are things there, but they're not going down. They're not going down the PlayStation.
Let's compare the two available on the consoles today compared to like the 10 confirmed for next gen. That's a big change, yeah. That's a big change.
What 10 confirmed?
Oh, do I have to go down the fucking list for you?
I know like of 2.
What 2 do you know?
Like that fucking World of Tanks thing, that's on the 360. I think it's on Xbox One.
No, it's just on 360 at the minute.
Okay.
That's official confirmed.
And
so
I don't know.
We got Battlefield Retribution, which is a free-to-play MMO first-person shooter. You got DC Universes Online, which is currently on PC and the PlayStation 3. You got the
That's
Warhammer
not free to play. You have to buy that.
No, DC Universe you don't have to buy. It's free.
Pretty sure you have to buy into.
Dude, I'm the MMO guy. Okay, it's free to play.
Pretty sure you have to buy the game. And it wasn't free to play originally. It was a subscription-based model, and you had to buy the game.
It's free to play.
It's free to play after you buy the game.
No, it's not. DC Universe is totally free to play on PC and
On
PS3
PC.
right now. All right, just Google it later. Warhammer 40k, right? That's a long one. That's not coming out at launch. I think that's 2015. Final Fantasy.
Okay, so that's not even at launch. So that's not even what we're talking
All right,
about.
I got War Thunder, Warframe, PlanetSide 2, The Club, The Elder Scrolls Online, and Destiny. Destiny's buy to play, Elder Scrolls Online pay to play, but there's a lot of MMOs.
Yeah, no, what are you talking about? No, you said they're falling down the free-to-play model.
3, 4, 5 free-to-play MMOs confirmed, with 2 more in speculation.
That's not 10.
That's 7.
But you also said you had to buy. You're counting Destiny. You have to buy Destiny, and you're counting Drive Club, and that's also you have to. I'm assuming you're counting the PS Plus version.
PlanetSide 2, Warframe, War Thunder, DC Universe Online.
What the hell is War Thunder?
It's a
game that nobody wants to play.
MMO. Nobody wants to play. Dude, it's 10 times more populated than World of Warplanes.
What?
You don't know what
World of
No, see,
Warplanes?
exactly. You don't know the way. Fuck all about MMOs, okay? Next gen consoles are doing a great job for MMO games, free to play and buy to play. The Wii has nothing, nothing announced on that level whatsoever. One market they're completely fucking lackluster in.
But you know what they have is Super Smash Brothers.
Yes, where is it? Where the fuck is
November.
Mario Kart? Give me Mario, dude. If
Mario
they gave
Kart
me
is next
Kart
year.
Right now, I would never moan.
It's only been 8 months since launch, and there is still like 5 first-party title games.
Yeah, but it's
That's why people buy. That's why people buy the Wii, the Nintendo products.
Christie's argument or point was that they released it a lot earlier so they can compete against these consoles. Because I didn't know at the time all this shit wasn't announced completely, was it? You know, we didn't know when the
Some
next
of it was.
Super Smash Brothers was coming or the next.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah, you know it's coming, but I personally assumed it would have been a hell of a lot quicker because I'm going to sit there and think, right,
Really?
out of their launch day games, there's not really a lot I want to play. Well, the Zombie U's quite appealing, but for all
Interesting.
intents and purposes was
Yeah.
pretty shit.
New Super Smash Brothers U was good. It was the best. It was the best New Super Smash Brothers that I've played since the first one on the DS.
Well, I'm not a big fan of that one either. I'm not the best
Yeah.
person to be fighting against a Nintendo argument here because I'm not massive on Nintendo franchises. You know, I don't like most of their fucking big IPs.
Right.
But I'm saying they just haven't done enough for launch games. I mean, it doesn't have to be. Just give me something, anything. I love Monster Hunter.
Launches are always terrible, and the line of launch lineups, like the Wii U, was not that bad.
No, but it's just I'm trying to say when you right. Do you consider Nintendo as part of the next gen race?
I think that the Wii U is the next generation version of the Nintendo console. I don't really see a difference.
Good
I don't
answer.
really see like a reason to like distinguish that stuff that much.
Your fucking diplomacy, it's just, you look at the day one of, it's like Battlefield 4. I'm pretty sure that's not on the Wii U. Ghost, not too sure. Dead Rising.
Yes,
3,
Ghost is on the Wii U.
FIFA 14, Fighter Within,
Probably
Killer
not, but who
Instinct,
cares?
Lego, NBA, Need for Speed, Skylanders, Watch Dogs. It's just
But all these are out already before a lot of the stuff that comes out.
it's the biggest ones. I mean, you've got Minecraft confirmed for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Where's the Wii U?
Why would you want to play Minecraft in the
I
Wii?
don't. I'm just saying it's massive. It's one of the biggest games going around right now. Titanfall, is that coming out on the Wii U?
Not coming out on PlayStation either.
PC is the other
It's the
platform.
Xbox One. The other one that I have that isn't the Xbox One.
It's coming out on PC, right?
Yeah, eventually. I think so.
Yeah. But it's on Xbox One. It's like
Or no,
Xbox One-
is it PC or is it Xbox 360? I know it's Xbox 360 eventually.
Yeah, I know it's Xbox One and Xbox 360. I'm not certain it's PC. I'm pretty sure 90% sure.
Oh.
90%. But there's games in there like Titanfall and Watch Dogs. There's games in there that we haven't seen yet.
Watch
that are
Dogs is coming to the Wii U.
console. Yeah, it's coming a bit sooner as well because it's been launching before the
Right.
next gen consoles, right? But there's big games. I mean, Titanfall's got a big following. I don't know much about it, but that's massive right
Yeah,
now.
that game
It's got a lot of talk about it, and
Looks like
it's
it's gonna be sweet.
what was that was new. We've not seen it. We don't know nothing about it when it was announced. What was Nintendo's version of that at launch? Pikmin wasn't available.
They talked about it at launch.
Yeah, but what was their big one for launch day?
Launch day was New Super Mario Brothers U, and Zombie U. They pumped up Zombie U quite a bit.
To me, it was Zombie U. You knew Mario Brothers was coming. Zombie U is their big, never before seen, brand new mechanics game, which for all intents and purposes was a bit shit. It had some interesting ideas, interesting concepts. It was a demo for the control pad, basically.
I wouldn't go that far.
But that's how I think it had some great ideas. I think they did not have the balls to go into those ideas deep enough to warrant the game.
I think I didn't have the balls to finish that game because I'm a scaredy cat.
Single player was boring. I literally got bored. I mean, I did like the multiplayer idea. I think that to me, that's that whole concept of what you did with that control pad is what that whole console is all about for me. It's just not been touched since then. I mean, they could release. I'm talking fucking simple shit. Clue you call it over there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Clue.
Give me fucking Clue for $5.
Yeah.
I'd buy that. That's fucking great. All these little games where it's like, you're playing with your friends and they can look over your shoulder and shit. And it's like, no, I can sit over here the opposite side of the room with a control pad and still put down these traps in this little board game. Obviously it's not going to be, but I'm just saying there's things they can do. They're just not doing anything. I think it was actually Reggie said the reason the Wii U's doing shit is because the developers aren't utilizing the control pad.
Yeah, and I still don't necessarily agree with that because, like, the Wonderful 101 has been out for, what, a week now in Europe and...
Roughly, yeah. I think it's,
and even longer in Japan. And that is a game that uses the gamepad and tries to use it very well and using very interesting mechanics. And it's not selling. It's not going to sell the system. It's not selling games very well. But you know what is going to sell games? Is fucking Mario Kart. And you know what's on the screen in Mario Kart? A big fucking horn.
Yes. But how many games are they going to sell of Wonderful 101 when nobody's got the console?
What do you mean?
Well, how many units are fucking... You can't... fucking petty lineup.
You can't sell a game without the console. What do you mean?
It's just like, well, even if right, the Wonderful 101 was massively successful and appealed to every Wii U owner. That's what 1.5 million people.
Okay.
So even if it was massively successful in terms of gaming, that's not great.
What's your point? I was speaking to Reggie's point where he's saying that people aren't using the gamepad, and that's why the Wii U is not successful. And I was saying, well, let's look at the dichotomy of
that's one game,
right? But that's exactly his point. He's like, nobody's using the gamepad well, and it's like, well, Zombie U used it very well, and it didn't sell for shit.
Zombie U didn't use it very well. It was awful.
What are you talking about? It was very cool. It was a very interesting way of using the gamepad.
I disagree. I didn't like it. I mean, generally, I think the best use of the gamepad is the fact that I can play while the girlfriend's watching something else on TV.
He was talking about like innovative ways.
Yes, I know. I'm saying, but that's the best thing to me. What they've done with it so far. I like Zombie U the way I'm doing one thing on the screen, my mate's doing something else on the other screen. They're both interacting with each other at entirely different levels. That's great. Mm-hmm. But drawing fucking circles or a fucking arrow on a little monitor is not that innovative. It's a good idea.
I'm talking more about like the puzzle mechanics that are in the game that use the gamepad.
Yeah, what do you do in general? You draw a fist.
Oh, no, you don't draw a fist. You draw like a line or like a circle.
You're drawing a line.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting way of doing things that you couldn't do any other way before.
I'm really excited about it. I watch a lot of videos on the game. I'm actually really excited. And them kind of games don't usually appeal to me.
Hey, Smithy.
They look gimmicky and Nintendo-y.
We got to start wrapping this up. It's been 2 hours.
I'm really enjoying this because
I know I'm really enjoying this too. I'm really enjoying this conversation. I really like having this conversation, but I've got shit to do tonight.
Oh dear. Right, we'll have to agree to disagree. I don't think the Wii U is worth it. I think they're fucking us by the Wii U price drop. You've just heard our.
I hate that argument. I'm like, they're fucking us because they can't sell shit, so they're having a sale. Like,
okay, here we go. Right, I'm gonna give 10 seconds each to say our final thoughts. I think we're being fucked. I don't think we're being appreciated as the original customers. I don't expect any different. I don't feel like we're entitled to something, but it'd be nice to get something.
I think
Fuck
Rayman
Nintendo.
Legends is coming out this week. I think Total War Rome 2 is coming out this week.
Everyone's going to buy Total War on PC, you retard. Sorry, it's all right, 10 seconds.
No, I'm talking about what's launching this week. Actually, I just
gave your side of it.
No, I just gave up my 10 seconds.
Oh, you fucking noob. Look, I've lost what's launching this week because I was browsing for Reggie's.
Disney Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse.
It was only sold 1.5 units.
Yeah, 1.5 units, 1.5 units.
Yeah, dude, I bought one, you got half. No, I can't be the whole fucking lot. Anyway,
Diablo 3 is coming out.
Diablo 3, yes, it's actually a lot of the websites are giving that console game a big score because that for PC players that was widely considered really bad at launch.
I don't know. I think everybody fucking blew up all over like after that game was gone, dude. And
Era
when that
39, whatever the fuck it was.
when that game came out, everybody was all pumped about it, and the game was fine. There was some shit that broke the game was fine. They just the fucking trading
The
system
economy was
broke
broken,
stuff.
the end game was broken, the progression was lackluster.
The end game's not broken.
The end game when you do for the first 6 months, there was nothing to do.
What are you talking about? You play through the game. That's Diablo.
No, there wasn't enough dude. I'm not getting into this, dude.
You beat it on the hardest level. You've beaten it on hell.
I barely touched the game. Hardly at all. I think I bought it and played about a minute and a half. Not because there was anything wrong with it. I just didn't want to play again. But for my living, I covered a lot of Diablo 3 content, and when you're browsing hundreds of forums and reading hundreds of articles, you get the general
Dude,
consensus.
foreign
that
people are
everything's
idiots,
great.
first of all.
Foreign?
Like, forum.
Oh,
Forum.
foreign.
people.
I'm foreign.
No.
Fuck you. You're foreign.
Foreign to
You
you.
was foreign to someone.
Yeah. No, it's like
Let's not get
forum
on Diablo
people.
rant train because we want to wrap this up. So I don't like Diablo. I think the PC version was bad. Everyone seems to say that the PS3 version is good.
Same
Ryan
fucking thing. It just
disagrees.
doesn't
He
have
thinks
any
they're both the same.
They're both fine. They're both okay. They're both
okay.
games.
They're both good games.
I didn't say good. I just said
We should
games.
just turn this into rant my controller or something. 'Cause all we've done this argue is bitch. We actually covered anything useful. It's like,
Yeah,
we
we talked about stuff.
We done fine. So we talked about the Wii U. It's literally about an hour of just bitching about the Wii U. when you edit it, include a little bit. Say warning: excessive bitching for 44 minutes and 57 seconds on the Wii U. Skip
Right.
to this point.
No.
Is Christy still here?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's keep going. What else is launching this week? Total Rome 2. Looking forward to that. What else?
I don't know.
Grand Theft Auto. Is that coming yet?
No, that's like
No, I
another
know.
2 weeks or something.
Is it that quick?
Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons for the PC. That's a really interesting game. People should check
No,
that
it's
out.
shit.
No, I really liked that game.
I'm just disagreeing with you on purpose.
That's fine.
Carry on. What's next?
Last Door, Chapter 3, The Four Witnesses.
Was there a chapter 1 and 2 with 3 and 2 witnesses? or-
I guess. I don't know.
Dude, even Christy just got back, so basically we bitched, she left, waited till you smiled again, so we know she stopped bitching and came back. You left at a great time, Christy. We sat there bitching about the Wii the entire time. Basically what happened is, I think...
Oh my god, no!
Come on, keep going.
It's time for us to go.
Yeah, it's time, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. We've still got to finish the rest of the sections. Go.
No, I'm done, dude. I've got to leave, like right
Alright,
now.
So what's launching this week? What do you usually do next after like questions? We've got one question.
What's that?
We owe it to Mike Gernhill from about 3 weeks ago. He put one up, we missed it, and obviously we didn't do it last week. I think I can't get the fucking Facebook page up. Rush, come on quickly. One time I want to be quick, the page takes ages. I believe it's about Minecraft. Why is Minecraft so addictive? The graphics are like something from the original Nintendo. The gameplay is pointless.
Which
Some of
they
them
don't.
are killing pigs. There really seems
No,
to be
it's not.
no reason to play in this game as it is. There is tons more to the game than just building. It doesn't look like an original Nintendo game. It's got better graphics than that.
The thing is that you can use your imagination to build whatever you want.
It's even more than that. The amount of mods out there now, you can
Yeah.
like there's side-scrolling
There's like
game.
deathmatch modes, shit like that.
You can play Zelda
Yeah.
in Minecraft. You know, it's just there's so much to it. There's so much customization involved. At first look, it's shit. It took me about a year to get into it, and I only kept playing it because my son loved it. I finally started exploring it a little bit, and it's good. It's okay. I think some people enjoy it. Some people, it is a very Marmite
It's a
type.
game.
Yes, it's a game for various consoles. Okay, if you've got any questions for any of our Suck My Controller podcasts, you can put them on the Facebook page. You can put them on. Yes, that's correct. It was 7 Days to Die. I know. He took a lot of inspiration from a game with the very similar names. That might have been there. Notch, the guy. Anyway, right, I'm wrapping it. All right, shut up. It's not my fault you turn up late again.
What?
I just want to see the shock on your face. Wow, that was a big shock. Look at that
turned up
face.
late.
Oh, he's putting the arm up again.
I turned up late.
Yeah,
Fuck, I've been here all fucking day just waiting.
Fuck up, motherfucker. I'll be all. Fuck. Someonecontroller at GamingHeroes.com is our email address. We do answer every email we get. We may not always answer with much information. But,
I don't answer every email I get, dude. I got like 250 emails in my inbox. But they're like PR stuff.
Yeah, I missed today's. I only had 250 emails in my fucking inbox. I will. If you've got any questions, you can pitch us to them there. As I said on the Facebook, facebook.com/gheroes. You can also catch us live on Twitch TV every Sunday at 7 p.m. EST, midnight GMT, our new time, mainly because I'm unreliable at the previous time. Twitch.tv/GamersHeroes.
That'll be it. We'll see you later. Have fun.
Chris says your webcam looks great. Say thank you
you.
before we leave. That was a fucking rude.
Thank
Don't leave
you.
after you get a compliment.
Oh,
Hang on a minute. So you make it up for the week. I was sticking up for earlier one. Now she's flirting with you because she feels you've insulted by the Wii U comment.
No, it's fine.
Oh, you're both fanboys. Thanks for joining us, Christy. Sorry about the rant in the middle there. That was all Ryan's doing. He just won't accept the fact he's wrong.
I'm not wrong. It's a discussion. That's what's great about it. Didn't we just have a conversation about discussions and reviews? We need to leave. Everybody have a good day.
Yeah, yes. He's wrong, see? Yes, he's right.
Goodbye.
Take care, everybody. See you next week.